FM 1021 and AM 1450, Yankton's home team.
The following is a presentation of Yankton High School Baseball on KYNT. The Yankton High School baseball team would like to thank their team sponsor of Aztec. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus plus great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Now it's time for Yankton Baseball on KYNT.
Shades to the outside portion of the plate. The 2-2 fastball, outside edge, and he gets him a delayed strike call. That is a punch out to end the top of the first. Matthew Sheldon rips this one out toward right. It'll be another base hit for him. Rugby rounding third. There will be a play at the plate. The slide. He's safe at home. The ball gets away from Bentz, and heading over to second is Sheldon. He's safe. Yankton takes an early 1-0 lead here in the top of inning number 1. Obliterates one out toward right center. And it is gone. The Yankton Bucks walk it off on a home run over the right center wall. The Buck stops here at Riverside Field.
You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
First Dakota National Bank, Hy-Vee, the UPS Store, Truxedo, First Chiropractic Centers, MT&RC Smith Insurance, FNBO, Vision Care Associates, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall.
Now, let's go live to KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Athletics, Bryce Ladwig.
And good afternoon from Riverside Field in Yankton. Overcast skies, but my preferred weather, Brayden Butler, here at Riverside Field. I like that cool air.
I love baseball. I don't like sweating. So this is a really good mixture of what things I like here on this weekend.
We're off to a good start. Yankton Bucks Class A hosting Class B Madison Chester today. And another interleague game. You and I have seemed to call more interleague games today than Class A matchups, the way the weather has just shaken out this spring in South Dakota. I think the toughest opponent for any baseball team in South Dakota this time of year is weather.
Yeah, Mother Nature doesn't always like some spring ball, unfortunately, in the state of South Dakota. But we got some clear enough weather today. It might rain later this evening, but according to the radar that I looked at earlier, it'll be well after we're wrapped up here at Riverside Field before that rain comes back in Yankton.
All right, this is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. We are in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. And also want to thank First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been helping providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services, and Truxedo, a real truck company, and America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And finally, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. Brayden, the Yankton Bucks coming off a 2-game set loss at Sioux Falls Lincoln in 2 really tough games. I talked to Coach Drew Lawrence for the Coach's Corner show, a.k.a. also our pregame interview today, so we'll hear him talk about that. But overall, when you are coming off of 2 really tough losses and then you have games at home against a team which on paper, of course, interleague, you should get a victory on that, how important is it for them to come out hot today?
It's good to try to mentally reset yourself. You got to come out hot and try to put that game behind you. I peeked behind the curtain, went to a career fair at Yankton High School earlier this week, talked to a couple players on the team who are juniors about that game.
Did you find your job?
I have a job. They were looking for him, actually.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I get paid to be here for some reason. But anyway, did talk to a couple players, and that's exactly the sentiment they said. Yeah, it was a tough game. We're trying to put it behind us, get back on track. This is a great place to start against Madison.
No, absolutely. We'll talk more about it. We don't have a standings review for you, although the South Dakota Baseball Association has announced they are going to update the standings first week of May.
First week of May. Unfortunately, it is April 29th or 27th. My bad.
Yeah, it's a day in April.
It's one of the days. Man.
It's not May. It's not the first week of May. You know that. So we don't have that for you.
Together for me.
That will be brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Yankton's record right now is actually 5-5. I have 5-6 on there, but that is including the Lennox loss. But if you don't take into account the Class B matchups, which don't count toward power points, they are sitting at 5-5 on the season. Madison is 5-6 overall as well in their records. That is your standings review, so to speak. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will continue talking about this matchup and then play your pregame coach interview for you. That's all coming up ahead here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. But first, I want to thank the UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball on KYNT and KYNT-TV. Back in a few.
Have you seen the new UTVs and ATVs on the lot at Lewis & Clark Ford? I'm Brandon Tykrow, and I'm excited to announce that Lewis & Clark Ford is now selling Massimo Motorsports products. We have on hand Massimo UTVs and ATVs with very affordable prices and financing available. Massimo comes standard with winches and touchscreens with the ability to add many more accessories. Stop at Lewis & Clark Ford and check them out, and look for boats coming soon. Lewis & Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
Earn $1 off per gallon of gas when you transfer and fill a prescription at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. That's a $1 fuel saver for each prescription you transfer and fill at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to transfer your prescriptions. Just call or stop by your local Hy-Vee pharmacy and let us handle the rest. Or you can transfer online or transfer using the Hy-Vee mobile app. Restrictions apply.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call, and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
All right, welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Bryce Ladwig here in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hey, thanks to Aztec. Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now, they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Aztec is the proud team sponsor for Yankton High School Baseball and Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. And Avera, moving health forward. And finally, One Office Solution. the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. All right, Hy-Vee pregame show. And let's, Brayden, talk a little bit about this game before we play our pregame coach interview with Coach Drew Lawrence. We mentioned Yankton coming off that 2-game sweep at Sioux Falls Lincoln. And we're going to hear all the things I'm going to say right now in the pregame coach interview because that's where I get my information clearly. But, Sioux Falls Lincoln lost to Mitchell, and Yankton really handled Mitchell well when they took them on the previous series before Sioux Falls Lincoln. It really just looks like Class A is kind of up for grabs of whoever's hot at that moment.
As they say in football, it's any given Sunday, it's any given night of the week when it's Class A baseball. There's a lot of good teams in the class, as there always is again this year, and they can beat each other any given night. Like you mentioned, sweeping Mitchell. Mitchell got some wins over Lincoln. Lincoln swept Yankton, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and that's why these games are so important. I know this one won't end up counting towards the PowerPoints for seeding when the regionals come around and things like that, but still, it's important to get as many wins as possible under your belt and carry as much momentum into that postseason.
It is currently 55 degrees here at Riverside Field. The wind carrying out towards center field, just a little kind of a light breeze, enough to move the flag. And as we mentioned, we opened the broadcast, Braid, my favorite weather for any sport, but especially baseball.
Yeah, it's just it's cool enough where I can wear my hoodie, but not.
The
so
sun
cool.
is overrated.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's pretty cool.
Just a stat pattern. That's all it is.
The sun is a stat pattern. This is the analysis you get on KYNT. That's why you tune in.
Well, I talked to Coach Drew Lawrence for the Coach's Corner show, which played earlier this morning. But in case you missed it or you just want to hear it again, this is that conversation I had with him, also serving as our pregame coach interview. We'll play that interview for you right now. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for having me.
Recording this Friday, and obviously a doubleheader scheduled for Saturday as the day this is playing against Madison. Games got moved a couple hours back, and that's just due to weather. And once again, spring weather. Does it really even surprise you anymore, the fact that weather just plays such a big part of the season?
No, that's pretty much how it goes with the spring weather, but it worked out well. We needed the rain, and maybe we didn't need this much rain, but it worked out well for everyone else involved, I would say.
And then Sunday's games were canceled against Rapid City Stevens, correct?
Stevens was supposed to come on Friday and play in Sioux Falls, and then Saturday in Sioux Falls, and then here on Sunday. So he made the decision not to come because he wasn't sure if they would play any games and, spending 2 nights at hotels. And so it was a good call on his end. When you're traveling that far, you want to make sure that you're able to play games. And Stevens was also bringing 3 teams. They were bringing a freshman, sophomore team, and JV team. So that would have been a lot of hotel rooms and staying overnight for playing possibly no games. So, yeah, we ended up canceling those.
Well, Coach, you're in your last about 3 weeks of the regular season, and right now the Bucks standing at 5-6. And kind of this team kind of where you would want them to be at this point? Things starting to click. I know it's some tough games up at Sioux Falls, Lincoln, but other than that, there's been some really good games for the Bucks as well.
Yeah, I think we're still trying to figure ourselves out. We're still trying to figure out our identity and improve on aspects of the game, but we've done a really good job of competing for the most part and being in games. The Brandon Valley games, I thought, we had an opportunity to win both games if we would have done some things differently, and we played some good games along the way. The Lincoln games were very lopsided, not in our favor. But the first game, we walked 11 guys in 4 innings, so that doesn't help. I mean, we after that game, I told our players, I don't even know how good these guys are because, when you do that, it's hard to win ball games. And the second game, Lincoln hit the ball. Frankie Infeld was our pitcher, and his stuff was really good, and he was around the zone, and they just hit it. So hats off to them. But, if you look at scores across the state, it kind of goes back to what I say, like Sioux Falls, Lincoln thumped us pretty good, but they've also lost to Mitchell. They've lost to T. They've, beat some good teams and lost to some teams that aren't on the top end. So it kind of goes to what I was saying earlier that I think it's almost like, on any given day, somebody could win the game.
And I always ask you this, you never really know because of these Class B teams, but Madison, what can you tell me about them?
I think Madison's pretty good. Coach Hortness always wants to come and play A teams, but usually when B teams when B teams are very good, that's when they want to play A teams because it challenges them a little bit more. So I anticipate these will be good games. I know Madison's numbers, baseball-wise players, are up from what they have been over the years. So I'm going in this thinking that they're going to have a really solid team. I know they're coached well, so it should be some good games.
Coach, talk about Lucas Kamshoff a little bit. Obviously signing with Mount Marty University Baseball. He has his official signing coming up next week. I think it's on Monday, actually, at Yankton High School. Just talk on him as a player and just as a person, if you would, from a coach's perspective.
Well, as a player, Lucas has what they used to say as the 5 tools, right? He can hit, he can run, he can throw, he can play defense, and he's got the mind to play the game. He's one of the easiest kids I've ever had to coach. Obviously super talented. I think he's hitting at or around 500 right now. And that's with a bullseye on his back. He's been All-State 2 years now. His sophomore year, he was All-State. Last year, he was All-State. And he's having a phenomenal year this year. And he's going to do some really good things at Mount Marty. Mount Marty is very happy to get him. And they have good plans and big plans for him, I think. And so he's going to do a phenomenal job there. A player, as a person, he's probably even better. Super nice kid. He interacts well. He's a good leader, good teammate. He's I have my little boys in the dugout as bat boys, and he's great with them. And overall, great person. So it's a great combination to have. So good job by the parents.
All right. Well, congratulations to him as well. And, Coach, we'll talk to you post-game after the Madison doubleheader. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right. That was Coach Drew Lawrence. Again, that was taken for our Coach's Corner show played earlier this morning, using it again for the pregame interview. And we're going to go ahead and take a break here from Riverside Field. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Yankton Bucks hosting the Madison Chester Bulldogs here in an afternoon Class B versus A doubleheader. We'll be back here on KYNT and KYNT-TV.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Life doesn't slow down just because you're sick. At Yankton Medical Clinic, you can be seen today. Yankton Medical Clinic provides complete care with their full range of specialists, diagnostic tools, outpatient surgery center, and pharmacy. So you get all the care you need, all under one roof. Get back to the busyness of everyday life, feeling like yourself again, with same-day appointments at Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
And welcome back to Riverside Field, Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. Special thanks to Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. And FNBO, the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, they've been with you where you are. And the UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. And finally, Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to YanktonSD.com. Let's get into your stat line for your starting pitcher for Yankton today. And it's brought to you by Vision Care Associates. And as we turn our vision towards the pitching mound, you should be considering turning your eyes to the experts at Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton. That's Vision Care Associates. Brayden, who do we have today?
We got Sean Turner on the mound today. He has pitched 10 innings so far for the Bucks, which is third most on the team across 3 games, one of those getting a start. He currently has a 9 ERA, trying to work that back down to more what we saw last year. He's a very good pitcher last year, but got himself into some trouble here early on so far. He does have 13 strikeouts, 6 walks issued, does have a batting average allowed of 300, and he's left 8 runners on base. So he's been able to work around some trouble spots, but not all of them this year, trying to shape that out as we go down the stretch.
All right, thank you. And then our key player of the game, brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. Go ahead, Brayden.
Sorry, I was trying to see if they were doing the national anthem there for a second. But was it vision of the game or was it batter?
The key player of the game.
Key player. There we go. My bad. My apologies there. It's going to be Austin Goebel, though. I've been thinking about that. Batting .458 on the year so far across 28 plate appearances, 11 hits, 5 RBIs, but RBI isn't his big thing as the leadoff man. He gets 10 runs right now, just second most on the team. He's drawn 3 walks, and he leads in second in stolen bases, with 7. He has not been caught stealing yet this either. He's your leadoff man again today for the Bucks. So that's going to be another big thing to watch for him.
Your keys to the game, a.k.a. your vision of the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. A Bucks victory, what needs to happen?
And this is where I could have really just said Austin Goebel would be involved, because it's going to be base running again for the Bucks. They've been very aggressive on the base paths. As a team this year, have 34 stolen bases with just under 90% stolen base percentage. So they don't get caught much when they're out there running on the base paths. We know how aggressive Coach Lawrence likes to be. Austin Goebel is going to factor into that, as well as Evan Sirk, who's currently leading the team with stolen bases with 9, and Tate Bestie, when he gets on base, has 5 stolen bases as well.
Your fans of the game, brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. Fans starting to trickle in here this Saturday afternoon. Your umpires of the game, they're brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. We have your starting lineups when we come back from a break. First, I want to thank Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit NorthtownUSA.com. And Floor Tech. With your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839. And Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton Sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. And State Farm, Roy Wilcox. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance is helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. That's Roy Wilcox State Farm, proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. All right, take a break for the national anthem. When we come back, we have your starting lineups. Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT, KYNT-TV.
With farmers and ranchers, it's ingrained, your dedication and preparation. It's why at FNBO, we're proud to be your partner and one of the largest agribusiness lenders in the U.S., cultivating relationships with those who cultivate the land. Not from afar, but with you where you are. Boots on the ground. a bank just as rooted in the details as you, helping farms, both big and small, do more and plan for the future. Learn more at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with the family, or hang out with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wings flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday 4 to 11, Friday to Sunday 11 to 11 on Walnut just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
The family is getting in the vehicle, going to the Yankton game.
Everyone is decked out in Yankton red, but wait, little Josh has on green.
Oh no, are we playing Pier?
They'd better stop at JJ Benji's to right that wrong.
JJ Benji's is stocked with Yankton and Mount Marty fan gear in a variety of sizes and styles.
For Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancer fan gear,
you can count on JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton. They make you look good.
All right, we'll have your starting lineups here for you, but your first pitch is brought to you by Lewis and Clark Ford. Lewis and Clark Ford is a proud sponsor of Yankton Athletics. Visit them at 4th and Capitol in Yankton or at lewisandclarkford.com. First pitch temperature, 56 degrees, and a very light breeze out toward center field. Starting last brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Brayden.
Starting out in the field for Yankton today, it will be Frankie Entfeld in left, Austin Goebel in center, and Trey Sager out in right. Around the horn is Mark Cottle at third, Owen Wishon at short, Easton Nelson at second base, and at first base is Lucas Kamshoff playing out in the field, usually been DHing so far this season. Your battery today will be Sean Turner on the mound and Gavin Johnson behind the plate, and DHing today as well will be Matthew Sheldon. Looking at Madison, how they are going to line up with their starting lineups for the batting order. Trey McGilvery will lead off. He'll be followed by Eli Barger, Jordan Pedersen, Quincy Kurtz batting fourth. That'll be the cleanup man. Thomas Meckles fifth, Braxton Bjorklund sixth, Carson Schneider seventh, Braylon Ofdahl in eighth in the 8-hole, and rounding out the order will be Quinn Fleming in the 9-hole.
All right, thank you, Brayden. And that brings up Trey McGilvery. The catcher here today, we believe.
So I've been told.
And the first pitch of the game is in, and it is a called strike. 0-1 count. Sean Turner, his first pitch.
Remember back to last year with Sean Turner, he brought a lot more heat and strikeout power than we saw from other parts of the Yankton pitching rotation. Just sometimes got himself into trouble spots. It was about keeping calm and working himself out of those.
The 1 misses. It's a 1-1 count now. Turner looks into Gavin Johnson, delivers one in the opposite batter's box. Dirt is picked up by Johnson. 2-1 count. And a strike called in the inside corner. Counts even at 2-2. McGilvery steps out, steps right back in. Sean Turner working from the stretch and delivers. Misses outside. It's full count now.
Getting a good look at the pitcher on the mound right now for McGilvery in his first at-bat, giving his teammates a long look as well in the on-deck circle.
And pitch misses on the inside, and it's a first batter issued walk to McGilvery. So Madison has a runner on. That brings up Eli Barger. We have a courtesy runner. And that will be Darwin Gonzalez. Barger, right-handed hitter, swings through an off-speed pitch on the outside. First pitch, 0-1.
First pitch coming back with a strike after an opening walk. That's what you like to see from Turner. Just block that first one out of your mind. Go get the next guy.
Checking the runner. Delivers the 0-1. In the dirt. Nice block by Johnson, but the runner does take off, and a high throw from Johnson. So it will be a stolen bag by Gonzalez. Could have been worse, as if it goes to the backstop, who knows? That is a block of the game brought to you by H&R Block, open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. Call 665-3366. H&R Block.
Been talking a lot this season as Turner steps off here that who's going to replace Jace McCorkle behind the plate. They've a couple different people have put on the catcher's gear so far, but Johnson with a good block there. Just missed on the throw a little high, but back up from Owen with Sean, kept it from the outfield.
1-1 swung through. Off-speed pitch on the outside. Now Barger has a 1-2 count in the box. Runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. Turner checks again, now delivers. And that is a punch-out swinging, gets him reaching out to the outside. Swing through, Barger set down on strikes. And that brings up Jordan Pedersen. Another right-handed hitter. Turner delivers. Strike called on the inside. Johnson, nice job of shading himself to the inside portion of the plate.
Go ahead. A lot of activity at the second base bag right now, and it's not from the runner. You see Owen Washon darting over to the second base bag often, smacking his glove, letting the pitcher know he's there.
0-1, foul tipped. Big count 0-2.
Pedersen got the Jordan 1 cleats on. Always respect shoe game.
And the 0-2, and it is laced out toward left center. Up with it is Frankie Infeld. The throw won't be in time to the cutoff man as Madison takes an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. An RBI single for Jordan Pedersen.
Yeah, just put it right where it needed to go, just over the glove of Washon at short. And Infeld has a good arm out there in left field, but a lot of speed on the base paths from Darwin Gonzalez there.
Brings up Quincy Kurtz. Another right-handed batting cleanup. And he's plunked in the back. So we have two runners on for Madison, one away, and a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Now we'll bring up Thomas Meckles, as we do have a mound visit from Coach Drew Lawrence. I want to thank our sponsor, Pizza Ranch, for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway, or you can call 665-1222. And First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. And Aztec. Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now, they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect. Visit careers at aztecindustries.com. And Sean Turner delivers the first pitch to Meckles, and it gets by Gavin Johnson. Both runners advance. 1-0 count regardless. Also want to thank Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans. Ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports, proud supporter of all area athletes. All right, the 1-0 from Sean Turner. Misses outside, it's a 2-0 count. Have an early portion of the game jam here for Yankton. Two runners in scoring position, one away, top of the first, a 1-0 lead for Madison. And a strike called on the outside. It's 2-1 count.
It's something you'd like to see Turner work out of if you're a Yankton fan. He's left 8 runners on base so far this year across his 10 innings pitched, so he's been able to work out of some jams.
And hit toward short. Up with it with Sean. Mashawn will take the out at first, but a run does come across the plate. So 2 away, but a 2-0 lead for Madison. And the third run 90 feet from home, standing on third.
And with Sean, when he came up with that, he thought about it for a moment coming home before looking back across the diamond to fire to first. Take the sure out there. Makes it only 1 out now that you need to get out of the inning.
Ball misses high. It's a 1-0 count. And that is to Braxton Bjorklund. Next pitch also misses. It's 2-0 count.
First lefty we've seen today for either team with Bjorklund. Won't be the last. We'll see one very quickly in the bottom of the first with Austin Goebel.
And swinging through and foul tipping the pitch is Bjorklund, the first left-handed bat we've seen today.
Showing a good eye right now is Bjorklund, taking that one on the inside near the shoe tops.
Thank you. I was writing in my book. So 3-1 count now. Sean Turner to Bjorklund. And swings through an Aussie pitch on the inside. Kind of got him on the hands there a little bit on the inside portion. It's a full count. So the payoff pitch is hit, smacked over to second. After it, Nelson, throw over to Kamshoff at first, is in time. That is 3 away. So a 4-3 put out ends the top of the first. But 2 runs do come across on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT and KYNTV.
My name is Jacob Foken. Running Songbird Kombucha allows me to show my imaginative spirit. Mount Marty was huge in giving me something to work towards and something to become. I didn't set out to become a kombucha brewer. Sort of everything fell into place. The brewing part is how I can be in touch with my artistry and my imagination.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Yankton Bucks trail 2-0 to Madison. And on the Yankton Bucks bats coming up, it'll be Austin Goebel to lead us off. And our stat man of the day also is Brayden Butler. But you also mentioned he's our key player of the game. What's his rundown?
Yeah, looking at Goebel this season, he's hitting about just under 460 with 11 hits, 5 RBIs, 10 runs scored as he tries to lay down a bunt on the first pitch. Most of his damage has been done on the base path. Second on the team in stolen bases with 7. He's never been caught stealing either, so that's something to keep an eye on if he gets out on those base paths. Very, very fast runner.
Yeah, you mentioned before, Yankton is a very aggressive base running team, kind of their signature under Coach Drew Lawrence the last however many years he's been coaching. I think it's a mystery. And the 0-1 misses outside. It's a 1-1 count. Quincy Kurtz delivers, and it's a strike framed on the outside. 1-2 count. And a foul tip. It's a 1-2 count.
Thinking early on in the season with Kamshoff getting moved up to the 2-hole, was batting 3 or 4 last year a lot. You want him following a guy like Golbu who's got a lot of speed on the path.
1-2 is hit foul and just reach almost the outside of the stadium. I think it actually is just inside the stadium, so that kid will get a quarter. Run, run, run. And the 1-2 count. And Goebel lifts this one out toward right. Working his way under it is Pedersen. He gloves it for the first out. So a fly out to right to start things out. Brings up Lucas Kamshoff, who has a big signing coming up on Monday. We just talked about that in our pregame coach interview, going to Mount Marty University for baseball. So he'll be playing right here again to further his career.
He either loves Riverside Field or he loves being on KYNT. Either one, he's going to the Mount.
And first pitch to Kamshoff is chopped off his foot. 0-1 count.
After this at-bat for Kamshoff, too, we can run through the lineup out in the field for Madison as well. Already mentioned Pedersen out and right, so we'll go through the entirety of it.
And the 0-1 just misses outside. It's a 1-1 count now to the big bat of Kamshoff.
Big bat indeed. He was drilling him out there in batting practice. Had to keep my head on a swivel setting up our outfield camera.
And chopper over to third. Up with it. Bjorklund. The throw over is in time, but on first, Meckles pulls his foot off of first, so the throw actually goes wide. That might be actually an error given over toward third to Bjorklund.
I think they're going to give it a throwing error is what we had just heard. So throwing error gets Yankton their first base runner, and it brings up Matthew Sheldon, who's done good so far this year at the plate.
Done well. Katie would let me know to tell you that.
He's done very well then. We'll say it that way. He's batting .350 right now with 8 hits, 3 of them for extra bases and a home run, also 8 RBIs, which is tied for most on the team.
And chop foul. It's 0-1 count to start things off for Sheldon. We saw in the batting practice, Kamshoff and Sheldon, I'm pretty sure, were aiming for our camera out in center.
Yeah, both of them were hitting power shots to left center field. The longest one, though, actually ended up near the boat dock here at Riverside Field as Kamshoff's taken off for second, no throw down.
So stolen base for Kamshoff. And now runner in scoring position for Yankton. It's a 1-1 count, 1 away. Yankton trailing 2-0 against Madison.
I was out there for that shot that Kamshoff for the ball ended up near the boat dock. Hit just on the road and then rolled, so it didn't launch it all the way to the boat dock, but still, that is a long ball to get it out there to the road by Riverside Field.
It's impressive, for sure. And a quick mound visit from the catcher. And now Kurtz delivers the 1-1 to Sheldon. Sheldon hits this one out towards center. It will get down. Kamshoff will round third. He's being sent home. And the throw comes in, and it will not be in time. Kamshoff slides head first. The run scores. Sheldon takes the opportunity to scamper over towards second to take Kamshoff's place on that bag. So Yankton's on the board, trailing Madison 2-1, but another run in scoring position. 1 away, bottom of the first.
You know, I mentioned it earlier, and I forgot to get back to it. The lineup out in the field for Madison out in left. As I just closed that part, my apologies. Schneider out in left, Barger in center, and Pedersen in right. Around the horn, Bjorklund at third. Offdahl at short, as that one's in there for a strike. Fleming at second. Meckles at first. Kurtz on the mound with McGilvery completing the battery behind the plate.
Thank you. And the 0-1. It's an 0-1 to Owen Washon.
Washon's had a very good year at the plate as well. Through 9 games with 30 plate appearances, he's got a .390 batting average, had 9 hits, 2 of them for extra bases, 8 RBIs, and 6 runs scored.
That's an 0-2 count currently. And it's a chopper back to Kurtz. Throw over to first, gets him, but advancing to third is Sheldon. So 2 away. And that brings up Easton Nelson.
Nelson's been pretty patient at the plate so far. He's drawn 3 walks. He has 3 runs scored on 3 hits. Must love the number 3. Unfortunately, looks like Owen Washon took it from him. He's wearing 4.
And this one lifted into the infield. Working his way under is Fleming. Gloves it for the third out. So pop out to second. Ends the first inning. Madison leads 2-1. As we enter the top of inning number 2, that's your scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back in 60 seconds, Yankton Bucks baseball, KYNT and KYNT-TV.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
And welcome to the top of inning number 2. Carson Schneider at the plate, swings through the first one. I believe he did anyway. I looked up very late. And second pitch of the at-bat. Swings through that one, however. It's an off-speed pitch. So the 0-2 misses away. So 1-2. Waiting for the scoreboard at Riverside to catch up. There it is.
It looked like Turner was trying to catch the outside part of the plate. A little bit of break on that one, just broke too much.
And swinging through is Schneider. That's the first, second strikeout for Sean Turner here today. And that brings up Braylon Oftel. And today he is manning shortstop for Madison. First pitch misses low and outside from Turner. It's a 1-0 count. Off-speed pitch, swings through his off-tail. Nice pitch from Turner there, Brayden.
Yeah, he's finding the zone well right now. Is Sean Turner settling in here in the second inning? Got into a trouble spot in the first. That's why it's a 2-run game, or 2-1 game, I should say. But settling in here nicely.
Ball shot foul, makes the count 1-2. Runza dropped off some free cookies for people here at Riverside Field. We were able to partake, Brayden, and it was delicious. But now I have flies over here attacking my Runza cookie wrapper.
That is one of the few bad parts about becoming summer is the flies coming back.
And gnats. 2-2 count now to Oftel. Let's chopper back to Turner. He'll field it calmly over to Kampshaw, almost too calmly as Oftel really hustled down the first baseline, almost beat out infield. Hit to Turner, but it is a 1-3 putout.
Slow and steady wins the race, but the rabbit almost got him there with Oftel taking off at first. But Turner with a good throw over, gloved it cleanly, fielded it cleanly, so that's all you can ask for.
Quinn Fleming at the plate. Second baseman for Madison takes the ball in the dirt, 1-0.
Fleming is the final batter in Madison's order to go back to McGilvery at the top if it gets that far with 2 down in the inning.
And Johnson tries to frame that one into the strike zone. Can't do so. It's a 2-0 count. And strike called. It's a 2-1 count now.
I don't know if it's been more common for today, and I'm just now noticing it with Fleming, but no batting gloves on for Fleming. Little old school.
And about a 3-hopper over to Nelson. His throw over to Kampshaw just in time. So it's a 4-3 putout. Ends the top of inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on. A clean slate. Yankton Bucks bats coming back up around the corner. It's a 2-1 lead for Madison here at Riverside Field. Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT, KYNT-TV.
If you experience pain or discomfort in your feet, ankles, knees, or back, an adjustment in how you walk or stand could be your drug-free pain solution. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care, combined with the use of a high-quality shoe insert, is an easy and effective way to reduce back and foot pain. See if this solution is for you. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. With offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner.
Larry's is more than heating and cooling. This is Miles. Let's start with fireplaces. Our showroom in Yankton is the largest and has many different styles of gas fireplaces. Next is duct cleaning. You'll be amazed at how much dust and dirt we pull out of your ducts. That leads into indoor air quality. With high-tech UV lighting, your indoor air will be the cleanest it can be. Or with a humidifier, we can control your entire home's humidity. While we're the best around for heating and cooling, we're pretty great at some other things too. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
All right, welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton Bucks bats coming up and starting us off, the gamer, Mark Cottle.
Hearing that nickname last year, Coach Lawrence came up and started calling him that, so we just kind of stuck with us here in the booth. But he's had a good season so far at the plate as he takes that ball one. Looking at Cottle at the dish so far, just under 300 batting average right now, but he does have a couple extra base hits and 2 RBIs. He's also drawn 3 walks.
Cottle takes another pitch up high. It's 2-0 count. And Kurt's kind of a quick worker. Delivers and foul tip back into the backstop for Cottle. It's a 2-1 count.
Kurt's pitching like he's got a date tonight. I'm funny every now and then. But in batting practice earlier, we talked about Sheldon and Kamshoff driving him out to left field. Cottle had a couple that went off the wall as well. Didn't quite get it over as he dribbles that one foul. That's another guy who generates some power with the bat if he gets a good ride on one.
I believe our conspiracy, they're all just aiming for our camera. It's a 2-2 count now to
They got an
Cottle.
inside bet on it, but it won't pay off the camera.
And swings through that one. So Kurtz gets his first strikeout of the game, setting Cottle down on strikes. And that brings up Frankie the Monster Infeld.
Infeld so far this season has 5 runs scored, and he's drawn a team-high 9 walks across 26 plate appearances. Very disciplined at the dish.
Takes a pitch high, 1-0.
It's funny, too, because he's a taller guy on the team. Imagine his strike zone's bigger, but he's the best on the team so far at taking walks.
And the 1-0 is laced out to a third, and gloving it is Bjorklund for the out. Like right to him, had to move about 7 inches to his left.
And it definitely was not a tough play for Bjorklund over there. And sometimes that's just baseball. It looked like it was a decent hit. He put that about 3 to 5 feet more to Bjorklund's left. That's in the outfield right now, and Infield's standing on first. That's how baseball goes.
Trey Sager at the plate now, takes the ball on the outside, 1-0.
Sager playing out in right field today. He's got an RBI on the season and a run scored across 4 games played and 12 plate appearances.
Takes a pitch on the inside. It's a 2-0 count. And the 2-0 from Kurtz. Strike called outside, 2-1 count now to Sager. Bases empty, 2 away. Bottom of inning number 2. See on your screen on KYNT TV, the fans bundled up here. It's not a cold day. It's definitely not a warm day. It's just right in that middle ground.
It's definitely a day of all time.
It's a sweater day.
It's a sweater day. Every day's a hoodie day if you ask me, but
I've literally watched you in the summer wear a hoodie.
It's more for convenience. I need the pouch. More pockets.
It's a 2-2 now to Sager. Back at Kurtz, bobbles it, but recovers. Underhands over to first to Meckles for the third out. So 1-3 put out. Ends the bottom of inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. That ends the second inning. We go to the top of inning number 3. That is your scoreboard update, and that's brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be a part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. And Madison has that 2-1 lead over Yankton here at Riverside Field. This is Yankton Bucks baseball and KYNT and KYNT-TV back in 60 seconds.
Are you ready for a hydration revolution? Introducing Ghost Hydration, the ultimate drink to keep you feeling refreshed and revitalized. It's packed with a unique blend of electrolytes and vitamins, giving you the perfect balance to conquer your day. And its variety of mouth-watering flavors will make your taste buds dance with joy. Hitting the gym, going on an adventure, or just need to pick me up? Ghost Hydration has your back. Experience the hydration revolution for yourself. Stay refreshed. Stay revitalized, stay ghostly hydrated with Ghost Hydration.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Riverside Field, top of inning number 3. And as is customary, turn over play-by-play to Brayden Butler. Brayden.
And right away, getting undergoing here, Sean Turner, first pitch strike to Trey McGilvery, the catcher. Almost had basketball in the brain. I've been watching the playoffs. I almost said center. Trey McGilvery, the catcher, reached on a walk in his first at-bat.
I chose a good time to stop caring about the NBA and the Wolves, didn't I? What, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Well, they're so about. Yeah. Great timing. Just as now they are one of the best teams in the league, as that one misses for ball 2 from Sean Turner. McGilvery did, check that. He come around to score. In his place, a courtesy runner came around to score after he got on base last time. That one gets away from Gavin Johnson, ball 3. Nobody on base, so there's no real worry about going to get that one. 3-1 count now from Turner to McGilvery. Getting the extended break here. McGilvery steps back out, adjusting his sleeves a little bit. Steps back in. Turner's ready on the mound. Turner has not worked out of a windup tonight, primarily out of the stretch. McGilvery thought that was inside, but it broke in for a full count now. Is that one a strike 2? (3-2) payoff pitch, swung on and missed. McGilvery thought the third strike was dropped by Johnson, but it's ruled no. So that is a strikeout. Big punch out there from Sean Turner, settling in well here. He's retired 5 straight batters dating back to the final out of the 3rd inning. Brings up Eli Barger. Was the first strikeout of the game for Turner. First pitch from him was a strike as well. 0-1 count now to Barger. Did get punched out in that first at-bat, struck out swinging. 0-1, gets inside and plunks him. That's the second batter that's been hit by a pitch today for Madison. So Barger will take first. That brings up Jordan Pedersen. He came around to score. Also has a RBI in this game, an RBI single in the first inning. That was the first run of the game, and he came around and he was the scorer of the second run. That one low, blocked off the chest of Johnson, but it gets away from him enough where Barger's going to take second base, and there's a runner in scoring position.
Those are the unfortunate blocks. He did a nice job getting in front of it. It's just an awkward angle it takes, and it still gives runner the opportunity.
And I know those chest protectors, they do their job, but still, sometimes they could do a better job, so no, it didn't feel good for Johnson behind the plate. 1-0 count as Turner checks the runner at second. That one's in there for strike 1. 1-1 count now. Haven't seen it for a while, but now once again with a runner at second, with Sean very active at shortstop, giving the signal to Johnson. Don't know what any of those mean, but they mean something, or they could mean nothing. It is baseball. 1-1 from Turner. Started to go around, but checked up in time for Pedersen. Makes it a 2-1 count as that one was low and away. Turner comes set. Runner on second, Barger dancing off. That one's in there, strike two. Count goes to 2-2. Turner started this inning with a punch out. He's looking for his second here. Quincy Kurtz is on deck. Barring a unconventional double play, he will get a chance to bat. 2-2 swung on. I was going to say back into the netting, but it's actually up and over our press box here and out of play.
I'm proud of you for not flinching anymore.
Count remains 2-2. I'm a grown man now. I'm 23.
Last year you're 22. All things are different.
Things are different. I've experienced a lot, I guess. I don't know. 2-2 pitch from Turner. Swung on and missed. There's strike three. Another punch out for Sean Turner. His second of the inning. And what is his fourth of the ball game? Brings up Quincy Kurtz. Was hit by a pitch and reached third base before getting stranded there in the first inning. No gloves for him either, so maybe it's more common than I thought earlier. That one's in there, strike one from Turner. Barger still on second. Got a lot of different signals going on. Turner steps off the mound, gets signals from Washawn, then comes onto the mound, gets signals from Johnson. Now he comes set and fires home. Swung on and missed. Strike two. 0-2 count now to Kurtz. Sean Turner, after a rocky first inning, is really settled in here. Wait for a call he likes from Johnson. Finally gets one, comes set. Check the runner a couple times at second. Now fires home, swung on and missed. Strike three. No hits this inning for Madison. One runner left on base and no runs come across as Sean Turner gets three punch-outs to send us to the bottom of inning number 3. 2-1 Yankton trails. We'll see if they can get back on the scoreboard when we return. But first, thank a couple Sportscaster Club members, starting with the Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. Buell's Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. And MT&RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. 2-1 your score. We'll come back with the Yankton Bats in the bottom of inning number 3 back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Throw down to second. We are back ready to go here in the bottom of inning number 3. Sean Turner, the pitcher, hitting for himself today, will be stepping into the left-handed batter's box to lead things off here. Not a big sample size with Sean Turner at the plate so far this season. He's only got 2 plate appearances. First pitch low and inside, ball 1 to Turner. That one misses as well. Ball 2 from Kurtz. Following Turner will be Austin Goebel, who's the leadoff hitter in this one. He's on deck. In the hole is Lucas Kampshoff. That's your 3-batter minimum. 2-0 pitch on the ground to the shortstop. Couple hops, or to the second baseman, excuse me. Throw over in there in time, and that is going to be out number 1. A 4-3 putout brings up Austin Goebel in the top of the order. Goebel in this one flew out to right field to start. This one on the ground. It's going to be another chopper towards the second baseman. Gloved again and throw over in time again. A couple 4-3 putouts from Fleming.
Yeah, Fleming's busy over there.
Now, if Lucas Kampshoff hits on the ground to Fleming, I'm going to start saying there's a magnet in that glove.
Is that Scotty Borman out there in right center?
Yes, he did text me saying he was going to come over and take some photos. That one over the head of the second baseman, so it is to opposite field. That's going to be a base hit, though, from Cam Schaaf. He'll get in there to first base safely.
He's just too powerful for the magnet.
It pulled it that direction. Did not account for the verticality on the hit.
This is KYNT and KYNT.
We use words like verticality. And by we, I mean me. Matthew Sheldon at the plate. Had an RBI single in his first at-bat. Was stranded on third. This one popped up an elevator shaft. Underneath of it is the first baseman. He's going to glove it for out number 3. So one runner stranded on base on one hit. No runs come across as we go to the top of inning number 4. It's a 2-1 ball game. Yankton trails Madison. That's a scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Sean Turner back on the mound when we return in the top of the 4th. Back in 60 seconds, KYNT, KYNT-TV.
University of South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The KYNT football team reached new heights in 2023, totaling 10 wins and hosting 2 home playoff games. South Dakota volleyball continued their tradition of success last season, clinching a share of the regular season Summit League title. Join the party this upcoming season and secure your seats today. For ticket information, visit goyotes.com.
Hey Yankton, graduation is approaching. Have you thought about what you want to do with your future? Maybe some PLC, automations, engineering, maintenance manufacturing. Let Hedro help you build your future, as we are proud partners of Build Dakota. Check with your schools today to find out how to be a part of our future. Or contact Evie at 605-668-2344. That's 605-668-2344. Hedro, a story shaped by you.
Back here in the top of inning number 4, Yankton trails 2-1 to Madison here in the opening game of our doubleheader. Sean Turner still on the mound. Both those runs came across in the first inning. Since then, Turner's hung a couple zeros and not given up a hit. Only one base runner as well. That came last inning on a hit by pitch. Thomas Meckles here is the leadoff hitter. He takes strike 1.
Meckles got that second RBI in the top of the first, Brayden.
He did a ground out to shortstop. 0-1 pitch. This one sent high into foul territory and gloved by Lucas Kampshoff by the first base bag. So it'll be out number 1 here in the inning. Brings up Braxton Bjorklund.
Bjorklund grounded out to Nelson at second base, his first at-bat.
Bjorklund on the left, he's going to send this one into center field, though. Tracking it is Austin Goebel. He's at the wall. It's going to drop and go off the fence. Bjorklund makes the turn going, too. Goebel gets the throw in. Takes Wishon off the bag, though, so Bjorklund will slide in there safely with a double here to bring up Carson Schneider.
Yeah, he didn't miss much of that ball.
He got, if you can't get 100, that's 90% of it. One hopped off the wall, and it landed on the warning track, too. It was a short hop.
He pulls that a little bit or pushes that a little bit. That's over the fence.
If he doesn't hit it to legitimately the 355 sign.
To directly center.
See what Carson Schneider has here. Struck out in his first at-bat. It's the first hit for Madison since the first inning as well. This one popped up out of play over the press box here. This is the press box, the Fairfield Inn & Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location found at the Fairfield Inn & Suites in Yankton. Turner ready for an 0-1 now after that foul ball. That one hits the dirt and goes off the chest again of Gavin Johnson, but keeps that one in front of him. Bjorklund will stay at second. Hofdahl is on deck with Fleming in the hole if it gets to him. Turner kicks and deals. That one is in there for a strike. 1-2 goes the count. This one, chopper out of play down the third base line. It's going to roll up along the batting cages. We'll call them the fairly new batting cages as we are in year 2 of them.
I think year
the
3,
bullpens.
they're no longer new. I think I'm going to make that official designation.
Next year they're not new?
Yeah. First 2 years are new.
The new bullpen. I didn't even call them the right thing. So how new I am. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, but it gets away from Johnson. He got the tag in. And Johnson thought that was 3 there. He's going to put his helmet back on and get back behind the plate. Strikeout swinging, and the tag out by Johnson on the dropped third strike brings up Brayden Butler.
And we actually will have a pinch hitter. Parker Johnson will be hitting for Brayden Butler.
Johnson wearing the number 54 today. He steps into the box. 0-0 is the count. Sean Turner, first pitch to him. Clips him. Welcome to the game, Johnson. You're on first base now. Hopefully that doesn't bruise.
Sean Turner was not happy that he was pinch hitting.
Welcome to the game. And it looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner for Johnson as well. Heading out to pinch run for him is Brayden Butler, who he just pinch hit for. Brings up Quinn Fleming, grounded out to the second baseman. The sun's starting to peek through here. There's a small gap in the clouds.
Ugh, man.
A little bit of sun never hurt nobody.
I told you before, a stat patter, the sun.
You're like that guy from the bench warmers.
Oh, the one that just doesn't want to go outside.
The one that's afraid of the sun. 1-0. Low and away. Gets away from Johnson there as it bounced in the dirt. Both runners are going to advance to second and third, so that puts Butler on second. And Bjorklund on third with Fleming at the plate. 2 down in the inning, so just focus on the batter in front of him is the goal for Turner. 2-0 pitch. That one misses just low for strike 3. Tried to frame it back there to Johnson. Didn't fool the ump. Makes it 3-0 count. McGilvery is on deck as he's starting to take off the leg pads here. That one's going to bounce for ball 4 and load the bases for Treg McGilvery. Brings up McGilvery, who struck out in his last at-bat, did score a run in the first inning after reaching base on a walk. I should say a run was scored from his position in the first inning after reaching base on a walk. Courtesy runner Darwin Gonzalez came in and came around to score. Johnson and Turner having a little meeting. Big opportunity here for McGilvery as Turner tries to work out of a jam. First pitch to him. In there, strike 1. Whatever Johnson shared seemed to have worked in that moment for that first pitch. I'm going to start beefing with the sun if it's going to reflect off the papers and make me blind. That one foul tipped, gets away from the catcher. Just off the tip of the bat of McGilvery. 0-2 count now. This would be a big punch out and a crucial moment for Turner. Top of inning number 4, trailing 2-1 with 3 runners on. The bases are loaded. Turner comes set. Likes the call from Johnson. He kicks and deals. That one bounces away. Johnson's able to block it, though. Keep all the runners at their positions. 1-2 count now. Turner has some, he's got wiggle room to work with the batter at the plate in a 1-2 count. Very much still a pitcher's count. McGilvery, see if he tries to protect, and that one is going to get in and hit him. I don't know if it got him off the arm or off the side, but that is going to bring a run home. Bjorklund comes around to score off the hit by pitch. Butler advances to third. Fleming on second. And it looks like we're going to get a mound visit here as well. Good thing to see over here is the courtesy runner. Good thing to clean up over here is the courtesy runner coming in for McGilvery as well. That's going to be Darwin Gonzalez again. It looks like we are going to get a change on the mound. Sean Turner's going to step off, ending his day. We'll get the final stats officially for him at the top of the next inning, as those still responsible for some of those runners on base. Pitching change brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. Are you ready for a break? Looking for a new career direction? Visit jobs.hedro.com. Take a break while the new pitcher warms up. Looks like Beck Reichen out on the mound. We'll be back in 90 seconds here on KYNT and KYN TV.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfasts and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
First pitch is foul tipped as we come back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Eli Barger at the plate. New pitcher Beck Reichen on the mound in a high-pressure situation. Only needs one out to get out of it, but the bases are juiced. 0-1 pitch from Reichen. Low and away, ball one. Makes it a 1-1 count. Reichen has appeared in 2 games so far this season over 4 innings of work. He's got 6 strikeouts, 8.75 ERA. Gets a big swing and a miss there, though. Definitely a velocity change and an approach change as well from Sean Turner, who Madison has seen all day long. 1-2 pitch now coming from Reichen. He deals. That one's low and away. Good block behind the plate from Johnson. Makes it a 2-2 count, but keeps all the runners on the bags. 2 on, 2 out. Or 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases are loaded here in the top of inning number 4. 3-1 your lead. 1 run's come across this inning for Madison. They have the advantage over Yankton. That one sent on a line and snagged by Mark Cottle. Good glove work there at third. He's a gamer making a big play to save this game from potentially being blown open there. Keeps the runners stranded. 3 stranded on base here as we go to the bottom of inning number 4. Do want to thank a couple of Sportscaster Club members. Explorers Credit Union. Watch the Coaches Show on Saturday morning, sponsored by Explorers Credit Union. Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. 1 run comes across, but 3 get stranded on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankton with a chance to answer. Back in 60 seconds here on KYNT, KYN TV.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonshoestoboots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear expert since 1915.
Swung on and missed by Washawn as we come back here on KYNT and KYNT-TV, top of inning number 4. It's an 0-2 count. First pitch was foul tipped. Yankton trails 3-1 here on KYNT. That one misses outside, ball at 1, so it's a 1-2 count. Brayden Butler in here with Bryce Ladwig on the call. This is the opening game of our doubleheader, and that one is strike 3 looking to Washawn. He's sat down. That brings up Easton Nelson.
Sean Turner's final stat line from the mound: 3 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, and 2 walks and 6 strikeouts.
First pitch here to Easton Nelson is in there for strike 1. Nelson popped out to the second baseman in the first inning. 0-1 now. In there for strike 2. Kurtz is working on the mound. Trying to get back-to-back punch-outs here to start the inning. That one does not hit the zone, so it'll be a 1-2 count. Just missing inside. Tough take there from Nelson. Mark Cottle's on deck for Yankton. 1-2. That one's high up around the eyes. Ball 2. Cottle on deck, Intveld in the hole. Big swing there. Couldn't get a piece of it, though, for Nelson. He sat down on strikes. Back-to-back punch-outs for Quincy Kurtz here in Game 1, inning number 4. Holding on to a 3-1 lead here for Madison. Mark Cottle up to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Trying to change that here. Big swing, doesn't get a piece of it.
Had that big play at third to end the bases-loaded threat there.
Flashing the leather. See if he can flash the metal now. Or aluminum, whatever these bats are made of.
Composite. I don't know.
Nobody knows what that means, but it's provocative. Gets the people going.
It's a mixture. A proprietary blend.
While we were discussing that, the second pitch was a ball, so it missed low.
Well, Bryce was trying to find a word.
The 1-1 pitch finds the zone for strike 2, so it's a 1-2 count now.
You look like a gang of kids climbing a fence over here.
Is that allowed? Where are your parents? This one's hit out to center field. Getting underneath of it, though, is the center fielder for Madison. He will glove it with the right hand out in center. That's Eli Barger. And that will do it here in inning number 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Yankton trails 3-1, 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts in that inning for Yankton. Do a quick check of your scoreboard, brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus. Just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. 3-1 your score. Yankton trails Madison as we head to the break. We'll be back with the top of inning number 5 when we return on KYNT and KYNT-TV. Back in 30 seconds.
You can help us promote Yankton. I'm Nancy Winandy from Yankton Thrive. Be a champion for Yankton. Share with people you meet how great Yankton is. Tell them about our wonderful recreational areas, incredible schools, fun events, and plentiful jobs. All of that, plus being a safe and friendly city, make Yankton a great place to live and thrive. Encourage them to visit the Yankton Thrive website, yanktonsd.com, for all the information they need to make Yankton home.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYNT-TV. The final warm-up pitch of the inning is in there. Throw down to second, and we are ready to go. Beck Reichen on the mound. Yankton trails 3-1 here in the top of inning number 5. Reichen came in a jam last inning. Bases were loaded. He got the out. See what he can do here with a clean slate. First pitch in there, strike one. Jordan Pedersen at the plate. Strikeout and an RBI single so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. That one back up the middle. Going to be a grounder to Washawn at short. Gloves it, fires across. Decent stretch there from Kamshoff. Gets him in time. That'll be a put out to start inning number 5. 6-3 in the scorebook. Got a pitcher duel coming up. Quincy Kurtz. It's been a very good day on the mound so far for Madison. Hit by a pitch in the first inning, struck out in his last at-bat. Takes that one for ball 1. That sun that was peeking through is gone again, so you can be happy, Bryce.
Yes.
The 1-0 pitch, swung on and got a piece of it there was Kurtz. He was flailing at that one. The break on it definitely had him way out in front. You could tell, too. He's looking back at that one. He would not have swung if he had a do-over. The 1-1 pitch. That one finds his own for a strike. Reichen is throwing a couple of these looping breaking balls, and then you see a couple of those, you get set on him. He can come back with a fastball, and that's exactly what he's done now the last 2 pitches. That one missing, though, for ball 2. It's a 2-2 count. Kurtz at the plate. Meckles is on deck. Bjorklund in the hole. 2-2. This one swung on, popped up, goes just over the top of the net and rolls down the roofing here above the fans, just to our right of the press box. Two from Reichen. On its way again. This one sent out to right field, straightened out a little more, but Sager settling under it in right. He will glove it for the out. 2 up, 2 down to start this inning so far for Madison. That brings up Thomas Meckles. Got time here. Looks like Gavin Johnson wants to have a quick meeting with his pitcher, Reichen. Meckles grounded out in the first inning, but a runner did come across to score, and he popped out to the first baseman in the 4th. I believe that was the play in foul territory made by Kamshoff. First pitch to Meckles from Reichen. It's the first time Meckles is seeing Reichen today. Misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0 from Reichen. That one finds the inside part of the zone. Strike 1. It's a 1-1 count now. Reichen's averaging over a strikeout per inning so far this season. Not a massive sample size, though. He's only pitched 4 innings. Got those 6 Ks. That was coming into today, too. That's not taking into account the now full inning he has pitched so far here. 2-1 pitch from Reichen on the ground. Nelson tracking it short. Goes off the glove. He barehands it, fires across, and just able to get there in time. Easton Nelson able to barehand that one after it goes off his glove and fire over to first base, saving the play and ending the top half of the inning with a 4-3 put out. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runners left on base. No runs come across either as we go to the bottom of inning number 5 here on KYNT, KYN TV. We'll be back with the Yankton Bats in 60 seconds.
Upper Midwest Garage Door and Clopay Garage Doors have teamed up and are offering you a rebate up to $600 with a qualifying purchase on your Clopay residential garage door. The Clopay rebate program is going on now for a limited time. The Clopay residential garage doors come in many different colors and styles. Stop in or call Upper Midwest Garage Door at 689-3667. Upper Midwest Garage Door at 212 Douglas in Yankton. Some restrictions apply.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things. like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
0-1 count to start inning number 5, the bottom half, that is, for Yankton. Make it a 1-1 count as Frankie Intveld takes that one high and tight. Lined out to third baseman in his first at-bat. It's the only at-bat so far, the 1-1, and there's strike 2. It's a 1-2 count now to Intveld. Takes that one. Just missed the zone for ball 2. 2-2 count now to Intveld. Intveld at the plate. Sager on deck. I believe it'd be Gavin Johnson in the hole. And that one finds strike 3. Intveld sat down looking, brings up Trey Sager. I say I believe Johnson, but it could also be Beck Reichen, as it was originally Sean Turner hitting there as the pitcher. Matthew Sheldon is DHing, but he was hitting in place of Johnson, I believe, originally. Looks like Beck Reichen in the on-deck circle, so it will be Beck Reichen batting for Sean Turner. First pitch to Trey Sager, missed for ball 1. Sager grounded out back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Takes that one strike 1, so it's a 1-1 count. This one on the ground towards the second baseman. Takes a couple hops, fires over in time at first. 2 up, 2 down for the Bucks. We'll see what Beck Reichen has here. 4-3 put out. Makes it 2 down in the inning. Swing and a miss there. Strike 1 from Reichen. The 0-1 pitch. This one popped up and looks like it's trailing out of play. And it will be a foul ball. I think that ended up back up over the Yankton dugout. 0-2 now to Reichen. Quickly in a hole. And he takes that one, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Yankton. 6 batters came to the plate total in inning number 5 between the top and the bottom half. All 6 of them were sat down one way or another. So we quickly go to inning number 6 here on KYNT, KYN TV. 3-1 is your score line. That scoreboard brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We go to the top of the 6th in a 3-1 ball game. Yankton trails. Beck Reichen back on the mound when we return in 60 seconds.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
All right, welcome back to Riverside Field. Bryce Ladwig here. Take it back over play-by-play. Brayden will rejoin us here very shortly as Braxton Bjorklund swings through the first pitch from Beck Reichen. Then takes the ball, so it's 1-1, and the 1-1 misses on the outside, making it a 2-1 count. to Bjorklund, the third baseman for Madison. Reichen now set to deliver. And in the dirt, it's a 3-1 count. Now rejoining us, the legend himself, Brayden Butler.
Thought I could sneak back into my seat, but then my knee snapped, crackled, and popped like a Rice Krispie treat.
What is happening? All right, so strike is called on the inside. It's a 3-2 count. You're 23 years old.
I got the knees of a middle-aged somebody. I don't know.
Sorry, everyone. The payoff pitch from Reichen misses inside. Bjorklund will draw a walk to begin the top of inning number 6.
Is that an apology for me not making sense or hiring me in general?
Sure. All right, so Carson Schneider will take his place in the batter's box. 2 strikeouts to his name here today. Be his first visit with Beck Reichen.
Bjorklund does have a pinch runner coming in for him as well. That'll be Brayden Gust on first. Hopefully his knees work.
And ball misses low, 1-0 to begin this at bat. And quick throw over, back right over to Lucas Kamshoff. Sliding in safely over there is the courtesy runner. Chop foul into the opposing bullpen. Excuse me. Even if you mute your own mic.
Even if you mute your own mic, sometimes the cough still comes through, and it happens. It's a part of broadcasting that everybody has to deal with at some point. It's the point of me being here is that one finds its own for Reichen, makes it a 1-2.
And thank you. 1-2 count. Yeah, the crowd mic will pick up anything.
The crowd mic's like, don't worry, brother, I got you. Oh, your mic's not working here. Let me help.
And the 1-2, Reichen checks the runner over at first. Ball misses outside. It's 2-2 count now to Carson Schneider. Madison leads Yankton 3-1 here at the top of inning number 6.
Schneider has struck out twice so far in this game, so he's trying to avoid that.
And ball hit out toward left softly, but for a base hit. So 2 runners on now for Madison.
Yeah, Cottle read it well there off the bat, but unfortunately he doesn't seem to have a 8-foot vertical, so he could not get up there and grab it. That being said, I don't think anybody has an 8-foot vertical, so it's fine.
No, Brayden Oftel at the plate. He was pinch hit for earlier in the game by Parker Johnson, and now it's Oftel again.
Then he came in as a courtesy runner as well after Johnson got hit by pitch. Changes are being made.
Pickoff attempt over at second, and Easton Nelson unable to get the tag. I think he would have been safe anyway, but actually a very unique tag attempt.
I was it was a very fancy tag. Nelson's body was forced to turn away from the play, went back with the glove between his legs. I think he did get the tag there. It just wasn't in time. Let's see what Yankton's doing here.
Ball misses away, 1-0.
We see them do that a lot on bunt coverage. I don't know if there's something with how Ofdal's presenting himself or just something they've seen on tape or practice before, but they're going to that bunt coverage a couple times now. Maybe trying to get the runner to step off a little too far and get him sleeping at second.
Showing bunt, getting the bunt down is Ofdal. Beck Reichen fields it over to Lucas Kamshoff. And coach is saying that Kamshoff didn't have his foot on the bag. I actually think he did. I think it was just a very late step on the bag.
It definitely, so usually plays at first, the foot's already on the bag, so as soon as the ball hits the glove, it's an out. Kamshoff caught it before stepping on the bag, and I think that's where some of the confusion may be lying here down that first base line. Definitely a bang-bang play, but they're going to call him out at first. It does push the runner to third, though.
Brings up Quinn Fleming. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 away. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. Grounded out to second so far and a walk for Fleming today. And chops this one foul. It's a 1-1 count. 1 away, top of inning number 6. Madison leading Yankton 3-1. Can add more runs here with a base hit, as we have a runner at second and third. And the 1-1 from Riken. Fastball, strike outside, 1-2. And swinging through a high fastball is Fleming for a strikeout. Beck Riken sets him down.
First strikeout of the game for Riken there. I believe that takes him up to 7 so far on the season.
That'll bring up Treg McGilvery. Drew a walk, has struck out, and has a hit by pitch RBI in this game.
Interesting day so far for McGilvery. He spent a lot of time on the base paths, but he's 0 for 1 on the official score sheet.
First pitch of the at-bat, blocked in the dirt by Gavin Johnson.
Johnson's been pretty effective today, making sure that no balls get by him if they're in the dirt. I can only think about one that's happened with a runner on base where I think it was Gonzalez able to advance to second.
The 1-0 catches the outside corner for a strike. It's a 1-1 count. Beck Riken trying to deal himself out of a jam here. 1-1 just misses outside. It's a 2-1 count. And the 2-1. That's a curveball in there for a strike. It's a 2-2 count even. 2 away. Top of inning number 6. 2 runners in scoring position. Madison leads by 2. I'll try to see as many 2s as I can. Another breaking ball. This one is lifted out towards short, and it is gloved out there by Owen Wishon with his back to it. Able to bring it in. Nice leather out there from the shortstop. That will end at the top of inning number 6. Yankton Bats have another opportunity to get things on the board. As we step aside, Madison leads Yankton 3-1. Back in 30 seconds from Riverside Field. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Earn $1 off per gallon of gas when you transfer and fill a prescription at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. That's a $1 fuel saver for each prescription you transfer and fill at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to transfer your prescriptions. Just call or stop by your local Hy-Vee pharmacy and let us handle the rest. Or you can transfer online or transfer using the Hy-Vee mobile app. Restrictions apply.
Hey, welcome back to Riverside Field. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. Brayden checking on the NFL draft right now, see what his Cowboys are doing.
Nothing so far. They didn't.
Hey, just like the regular season.
Hey, no, the regular season we do something. It's like the postseason.
Oh yeah, that's my bad.
Come on.
This is coming from a Vikings fan.
Get the jokes right if you're gonna make them.
No, the Vikings had a good draft. Obviously, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. So.
Hey, I like Dallas Turner in the first round. That's all I'm gonna say about your first round.
Not a big J.J. McCarthy guy?
He's had a... I haven't seen enough to make a real opinion on him, so that's why I have nothing to say about him.
It all boils down to, do you trust Kevin O'Connell?
Oh, yeah.
Because if he knows what he's looking at, you would hope so, right? So if he likes him, then I like him. So
that's why the linebacker that we took out of Notre Dame, his name's slipping me right now in the 3rd round yesterday. A lot of people said it was a reach, but I trust Mike Zimmer's opinion on linebackers. In his career, he's coached a lot of very good linebackers. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. Austin Goebel trying to get things going for the Bucks here in the bottom of inning number 6.
Here's your football talk during your baseball game.
Yeah, it's a strike in the bottom portion, 0-1.
Goebel has flown out and grounded out so far. It's been a great base runner out of the leadoff spot. He just hasn't been able to get on the paths today.
And another strike called, 0-2. And 0-2 set down on strikes is Austin Goebel. Caught him looking. And that brings up Lucas Kamshoff. Kamshoff reached on an error in his first at-bat and singled in his second. Right over the second baseman's glove.
And Kamshoff right now is that one run on the board. The guy on deck's the one who brought him home.
And Kamshoff murders the ball out toward left. Just about a foot off of the ground, though. It's just a liner, and that is a base hit.
Now, the launch angle on that one was negative, but it was hit hard enough it got straight past the glove of the third baseman.
Yeah, he had something personal against that baseball. And that brings up Matthew Sheldon, DH in today's matchup.
Sheldon is the lone RBI in the game for the Bucks. Singled in the first inning. Did advance to second on the throw home.
And takes a strike. We do a pitch count check on Kurtz.
He has been out there the whole game. He's going coast to coast, pillar to post so far.
Kurtz checking Kamshoff over at first. Now delivers to Sheldon. Sheldon, a chopper towards third. Gets through. And they're going to send Kamshoff to... Nope, they're going to hold him. And actually, at that point, he may as well have gone. But he is safely back at second. So in case you were looking down for that count, Sheldon rounded second. Got about halfway to third. And then as left fielder's holding on to the baseball, decides to go back. I was like, oh, maybe.
Who knows? But Kurtz, because you're getting that pitch count here, very efficient so far here in the bottom of the sixth. That was his 64th pitch.
Brings up Owen Wishon with 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. Yankton trailing by 2. It's a 3-1 lead for Madison here in the bottom of inning number 6. Owen Wishon, as I said, grounded out to the pitcher and has a strikeout looking.
Kurtz, efficient with his pitches, fast between pitches. Maybe there is some credence to him having a date tonight.
You really want that to be a thing now. And first pitch to Wishon is a strike on the outside, 0-1.
I just like calling back to my jokes. I got to recycle them. It's the old Simpsons toy that says Bart has 5 cool phrases on the box. That's me. I'm Bart.
And the 0-1 is Kurtz. Checks Kamshoff over at second and delivers home. Ball misses outside, 1-1. Kurtz checks over at second again and does step off to throw, but holds on to the baseball.
No, Sean may be 0 for 2 today, but this is someone you like to see at the plate with runners on. He's tied for the team lead in RBIs, or he was heading in. Matthew Sheldon has taken that team lead with his RBI earlier in this one.
Takes the ball on the outside, 2-1 count. And the 2-1 delivers. And Wishon chops this one foul to the first baseline. He's count 2-2. Check out Scotty Borman over there by the visiting dugout.
He's moving. He's up on the picnic table. Is that allowed?
It's Scotty Borman. He can do what he wants.
And if any indication from earlier this week, the photos he took in the Mount Marty game, those will most likely be posted online on Facebook at some point.
The 2-2. Wishon chops this one over to left, fielded by Bjorklund. Gets the runner at second. And that will be it. So runners at the corners. That just advances the runner 2 away. Bottom of inning number 6. Brings up Easton Nelson.
All right, E, here we go, E.
So fielder's choice. And we do have a mound visit here from Madison. Go ahead and step aside. Be back in 30 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Baumgart's Loyalty Shopping Event is happening today. Loyalty Rewards members can save $50 on their purchase of $200 or more. You heard that right. Spend $200 or more on any merchandise of your choosing in the store. So no gift cards. And you'll save $50 instantly. The $200 spend is pre-tax and cannot be combined with other discounts or offers. It's all happening today only. So sign up as a loyalty member and save. Only at your neighborhood Baumgart's.
First pitch to Easton Nelson in the big spot is a ball 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 away, bottom of inning number 6. The 1-0 hits in the outside, taking off for a second as Owen Wishon. Would be no attempt to get him. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Easton Nelson. A 1-1 count.
First stolen base of the year for Wishon as well. He's 1 for 1.
1-1, misses high and outside, 2-1 count. You start keeping track more of stolen bases. You know, I did for a while, but then Joe Goki stole like 400 in the season. I was like, no one's ever going to touch this. And the 2-1. Ball is blocked in the dirt. We had it played by McGilvery. It's a 3-1 count. And obviously, I think the actual was like 52 or 3.
And he's still stealing bases here in Riverside Field.
Yeah,
for
Marty.
Lancer.
Yeah. 3-1 now to Nelson. Is a strike on the outside. Brings the count full. Could be the biggest pitch of the game coming up right here. 3-2 count, 2 away. Bottom of inning number 6 to Easton Nelson. Ball misses high, and Easton Nelson will draw a walk. And he will pass responsibilities on to Mark Cottle, who has a strikeout and has flown out to center field. That was a big hit out of center field, or contact out of center field his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was. He can get a ride into this one. He was pushing him towards the wall in batting practice as he takes that first pitch for a ball. But going back to that walk for Easton Nelson, in a 3-2 full count with 2 runners on a scoring position where a base hit could tie the game, to still be able to hold off on a pitch that's as close to the zone, got to respect the discipline.
And the 1-0 is a chopper over to third. Bjorklund has it and will just step on third. And Yankton leaves 3 runners on. No errors, 2 hits, and no runs. That ends the inning. Going to the top of inning number 7. Madison leads Yankton 3-1. This is a scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones, financial advisor Colby Cookta. To win at sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back in 60 seconds. Yankton Bucks baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Welcome back to Riverside Field, and first pitch into Eli Barger. Swings through, 0-1. Scorebook purposes, Brayden, what happened to McGilvery his last at-bat? And this one is popped up into the infield under Isbeck Reichen. Gloves it for the out.
McGilvery's last at-bat, I have a pop-out to the shortstop. That was I believe that was the over-the-shoulder play for Wishon.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I was just so excited from that. But this one is a pop out to the pitcher, and that brings up Jordan Pedersen. And takes the ball 1-0. So far in this game has an RBI single, strikeout, and a ground out to short. A little variety at the plate. Takes a strike on the outside, 1-1.
Becker Eichen's been working pretty well here since taking over for Sean Turner in relief. Through 2 2/3, he's allowed only 1 hit, and he's got a strikeout as well.
And curveball misses away, 2-1 count. And the 2-1, another breaking ball. This one's set and foul. Thought Kirby might make an appearance today, Brayden. You would see her probably taunting the opposing dugout. That's what she did last year. You know, the hole in the back of the dugout?
Yeah, getting their minds, getting the little mindset.
She just kept talking to them. And the 2-2, this one hit right up the center and gloved by Wishon over at short, but there'll be no throw. But give him some fancy points there. A nice slide behind the bag to stop it from going into center.
Very, very good play by shortstop Owen Washon there. And it looks like when he came up, runner was already almost to first base. No need to risk that throw there. If you send that one into the dugout, first of all, you should tell your teammates to duck. Second of all, your runner's probably getting to second.
But he did earn some cool points. So.
Oh, he definitely earned cool points. Cool is the rule. Is that Barry Melrose?
Quincy Kurtz is up now, as hit by a pitch, a strikeout, and has flown out to right. And as you mentioned, Brayden's been very efficient on the mound for Madison.
Very, very efficient. Very quick work for him so far today.
The 1-0 chopped over to Mark Cottle at third. Tries to get the force out at second. Will not get there in time. So 2 runners now on base for Madison, as Easton Nelson is wondering about that call, but he was safe.
Yeah, go in as a fielder's choice, I believe, as well, with Cottle not making a throw over to first.
And now Thomas Meckles is grounded out to short, but that was an RBI, as well as a pop out to first and a ground out to second base. Takes a strike in his first pitch of this at bat.
This is one of the, say, more troublesome spots for Riken here since he entered the game with those bases loaded. Especially in the top of the 7th. You want to keep this a 2-run ball game, give your bats a chance in the bottom.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of inning number 7. 2 runners on for Madison. It's a 3-1 lead for the Bulldogs. Beck Riken checking the lead runner, now delivers. Curveball in the dirt, 2-1 count. Runners do take off. The throw down to Mark Cottle at third. They got him in time. What a throw by Gavin Johnson. Undoubtedly our move of the game, brought to you by Mason Strom and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. It's Mason Strom. What a throw by Gavin Johnson. Gets the second out. Now runner just at second. Because I don't think I even turned the camera over there. That's my bad. It was a great throw, folks. 2-1 count now. Misses outside, 3-1. Could you make that throw, Brayden?
No. I would need Tommy John.
The 3-1. And chopper over there again, this time gloved by Washon. A running throw over to first and scooped up by Cam Schaff. They're going to say safe over at first. And the runner comes in to score. And Coach Drew Lawrence is going to lose his mind over there in the dugout. It's a tough job, but I think they got over there at first. And even the runner coming from third home had eased up, kind of like to go back to the dugout, and was surprised when everyone yelled at him to touch home plate. He's like, oh, okay. I'll go over there.
Okay, I'll go home. I'll finish the job. But that's going to be another run on the board for Madison. It is heads-up base running in the end, though, to be able to get down the third base line and get to the plate, put another run on the board.
Ironically enough, Brayden, that is the second ground out to short RBI for Thomas Meckles in this game. And that brings up Braxton Bjorklund. And the 1-0 in there for a strike, so it's a 1-1.
Bjorklund officially 1 for 2 on the day with a double in the 4th inning. He also reached on a walk in the 6th.
And swinging through the 1-1, Bjorklund, it's a 1-2 count. Bjorklund had that double back in the 4th. That if it was hit anywhere but dead center, would be over the wall. The 1-2. Hits this one hard out toward right center. Going back, Goebel gloves it just shy of the warning track. A very loud out number 3.
I don't know if Goebel was doing that for show, if he actually did lose it, but he did throw his arms up for a second there as if he lost it in the clouds. So good on him to recalibrate and find it for the out.
1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 7. Last chance for the Bucks, trailing Madison 4-1. This is Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT and KYNT TV.
The other day, a guy came into the UPS store to pick up some blueprints we had printed for him. While we were finishing up the order, he asked about business cards as he was about out of his current supply. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. We all have various printing needs and the UPS store is here to help. Stop into our locations in Yankton or Vermilion and ask about our current print specials. Oh, the gentleman from earlier? We had new business cards ready for him the very next business day.
Life doesn't slow down just because you're sick. At Yankton Medical Clinic, you can be seen today. Yankton Medical Clinic provides complete care with their full range of specialists, diagnostic tools, outpatient surgery center, and pharmacy. So you get all the care you need, all under one roof. Get back to the busyness of everyday life, feeling like yourself again, with same-day appointments at Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Last chance for the Bucks here as Frankie Infeld takes a ball on the inside, 1-0. And chops this one foul. It's a 1-1 count.
Quincy Kurt's still out there on the mound for Madison. He's just under 80 pitches right now, so he's got plenty of leeway. He could finish this complete game before he hits that max of 105.
And Infeld fouls this one off his foot. It's a 1-2 count. And now Kurt's walking around the mound. And we're taking an extended break here. Now here we go. The 1-2. Infeld foul tips this one. Count remains.
I think Kurtz took more time between those two pitches than he had for the combined total time of his first 79.
And the 1-2. It's a strike on the outside, and that will be a put down as Frankie Infeld has his second strikeout of the game. Brings up Trey Sager.
Sager 0 for 2 on the day so far. He grounded out back to the pitcher in the second inning, and then to the second baseman in the fifth. Yankton needs base runners. Get on base any means necessary.
And grounder over to a short, up with it, throw over to first. Nice pick over there at first from Eccles, and that's the second out.
That's last chance saloon now for Yankton with 2 outs in the bottom of inning number 7, down 3. Looks like Beck Reichen coming to the plate.
Game number 2 will be ahead. We'll have our Yankton Rexall post-game show for Game 1. Quickly turn around into our Hy-Vee pregame show for Game 2, so stick around. As Beck Reichen wants to get that going here. Grounds over to the pitcher, throw over, and a complete game for Kurtz. As Beck Reichen grounds out over to the pitcher. Your final score for game number 1. It is Madison over Yankton 4-1. Yankton Rexall postgame show around the corner. It's Yankton Bucks baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
FNBO free checking is checking that's actually free. No fees or minimums, and now no overdraft fees. It's ever so personal, with people to help every step of the way. And easy, with a mobile app that allows you to deposit checks and manage your account wherever you are. So make the switch so you can do more with the Great Big Small Bank. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO free checking. It's ever so free. Member FDIC.
A radio commercial for hearing loss is tricky. You see, there are 2 scenarios. Either it's you, or it could be the loved one you're with. Here's how to find out. If the radio is deafeningly loud right now, it's probably not you. If it's not deafeningly loud, look over at your loved one wearing earplugs. Maybe it's time to visit the hearing experts, Avera Medical Group Audiology Yankton. Doctors Matt Rumsey and Kendra Bailey can get you back to never missing a beat during a conversation. They offer the latest technology and free 2-week test drives. Call 605-655-1220.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
A healthy spine is often an overlooked and essential part of a healthy lifestyle. People who suffer from back pain, particularly if it's long-term, are generally less healthy than those who do not. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Getting back in shape is often difficult, but not impossible. At First Chiropractic Centers, we seek to educate you on healthy weight management and help with immobility and pain so you can get back in shape and live a pain-free life.
First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Are you concerned about macular degeneration and the impact it can have on your eyesight? Vision Care Associates is proud to offer new technology that can help diagnose and manage macular degeneration earlier and more effectively than before. With cutting-edge equipment and the expertise of Dr. Fieser, Dr. DeYoung, and Dr. Slowey, we're dedicated to providing you with the best possible care. Call today and see the difference.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Have you seen the new UTVs and ATVs on the lot at Lewis & Clark Ford? I'm Brandon Tykrow, and I'm excited to announce that Lewis & Clark Ford is now selling Massimo Motorsports products. We have on hand Massimo UTVs and ATVs with very affordable prices and financing available. Massimo comes standard with winches and touchscreens with the ability to add many more accessories. Stop at Lewis & Clark Ford and check them out, and look for boats coming soon. Lewis & Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
All right, welcome to Yankton Rexall post-game shows. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. We're in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue, or by calling 605-653-2250. Your stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. All right, Madison defeats Yankton 4-1. Yankton's a big record, I guess, would be 5-7, but we're not counting Class B games. But Madison improves to 6-6. And it was really early scoring for Madison. They took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Yankton answered with a run in the bottom of the first, and that was it for Yankton. But Madison added a run in the fourth and the seventh. Your winning pitcher, Quincy Kurtz, who went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. Sean Turner takes the loss for Yankton. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Madison had 5 hits. Yankton had 4. Madison committed 1 error. Yankton was cleaning the field. They entered the game 89% in the field, and then Madison left 6 runners on. Yankton left 5. And we'll go over notable hitters here for both teams. For Madison, the RBIs came the way of Meckles had 2, and he was 1 for 4 at the plate. And Pedersen was 1 RBI, 2 for 4, also scored a run. McGilvery had an RBI and drew a walk, and that's how we actually was hit by a pitch, I believe, and he was 0 for 2 officially, and that was it for RBIs for Madison. For Yankton, on the other end, the 1 RBI comes from Matthew Sheldon. He was 2 for 3 at the plate. Also at the plate, Lewis Kamshoff, 2 for 3 with that run scored, and that was it for Yankton. 1 walk was drawn by Easton Nelson, and it's not the greatest day at the plate for the Bucks, as they're looking to turn things around here in game number 2. That is your stat recap. Your defensive player of the game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. I gave Gavin Johnson the move of the game, but I'm going to give this one to Owen Washon over at short. If nothing else, for the cool factor. It was a really nice sliding stop. He actually had the nice throw there at the end of the top of the 7th as well, and the kind of basket grab going out to center. He is our defensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile at every aisle. Then, of course, Matthew Sheldon had the 1 RBI in the game. That was an RBI single back in the first. Also had hit in the bottom of the 6th. We don't have an out-of-town scoreboard for you, but if we did, it'd be brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Your schedule preview, well, guess what? That is next. So that is going to be game number 2 coming up around the corner. We have your Hy-Vee pregame show. Don't go anywhere. It's Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT and KYNT TV.
Baumgart's Loyalty Shopping Event is happening today. Loyalty Rewards members can save $50 on their purchase of $200 or more. You heard that right. Spend $200 or more on any merchandise of your choosing in the store, so no gift cards, and you'll save $50 instantly. The $200 spend is pre-tax and cannot be combined with other discounts or offers. It's all happening today only. So sign up as a loyalty member and save only at your neighborhood Baumgart's.
Earn $1 off per gallon of gas when you transfer and fill a prescription at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. That's a $1 fuel saver for each prescription you transfer and fill at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to transfer your prescriptions. Just call or stop by your local Hy-Vee pharmacy and let us handle the rest. Or you can transfer online or transfer using the Hy-Vee mobile app. Restrictions apply.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call, and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee does help us smile in every aisle as we get ready for game number 2. Brayden Butler and Bryce Ladwig in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue, or by calling 605-653-2250. Standings review. Don't have them, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Pre-game coach interview, we went through that in the first game, and we'll continue on. That's brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-bodied draft root beer available. It's on tap at Chai's Pizza or in large cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. And I think I even saw those like little mini kegs last time I was there.
I would not be opposed to those.
This butterfly is just trying to get in here.
Yeah, it's trying to get in, but it doesn't know if it wants to. It keeps looking at me.
He's heard rumors about me killing insects in here. Anyway, Brayden, I'll turn it over to... Actually, we don't have the starting pitcher yet, dude. We don't have starting lineups yet, so it's going to be kind of difficult. But assuming that everyone that we could say is playing, do you have our key player of the game? That's brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton.
I hedge my bet here and go for 2 players as key players of the game, just in case one of them does get a little bit of rest time. And those are going to be the 2 players who recorded hits in the first game. And we'll talk about their season stats coming into the doubleheader as well. But it's going to be Lucas Kampshoff and Matthew Sheldon, both ending game 1 2 for 3. Kampshoff with a run scored, Sheldon with an RBI. Those things might be related as Sheldon was able to score Kampshoff with an RBI single in the first inning of the last game. Coming into this doubleheader, Kampshoff was hitting .484 with a 1.321 OPS, which is on base plus slugging. Had 15 hits, 8 of them for extra bases, including a home run and 8 RBIs. 11 runs scored. Can you make that 12 now? He's drawn a couple walks as well. And is having some stolen bases. I believe he added to that as well in that last game. So I think he's at 4 right now for stolen bases. Matthew Sheldon entering this doubleheader had a .385 batting average. That has gone up. He had 8 hits, 3 of them for extra bases, and a home run, 8 RBIs, which is now up to 9, which is the most on the team. 5 runs scored, 2 walks drawn, and a stolen base. Those are going to be your key players at the plate, whichever one of them plays. And if you're Yankton, you're hoping both of them get back out there here for game 2.
Christian Weir is our pitcher, so that is going to be your pitching matchup, and that's brought to you by Vision Care Associates. As we turn our vision towards the pitching mound, you should be considering turning your eyes to the experts at Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton, that's Vision Care Associates.
Christian Weir.
If it is, we're going to get a better look. If not, ironically, Brayden, I'm not wearing my glasses today, so ironically, the sponsor.
Well, it looked either 15 or 16, and Weir is 16. The only other person that could have been is then Boston Frick, who has also spent time on the mound. It's harder for me to tell because the window in front of me is still...
Identify yourself.
Identify yourself. It looks like 16 as he's walking over here. So that is going to be Christian Weir.
Yes.
2 innings pitched. Good job so far this season, and only 1 appearance. He allowed 3 hits over those 2 innings, 2 runs. He did strike out 2 batters. ERA is at 7, but with that low of a sample size, you give up any runs. That's what's going to really balloon that number. 1.5 whip and a .333 batting average allowed. So we're going to get a little more, we're going to get a larger sample size than we have seen so far this year from Christian Weir. I do remember back to last season, stepped up late, I believe in the Legion year of all things, and really showed out with some pitching prowess late last year. So we'll see, I think it's our first look at him this year. I think it was a road game where Weir got on the mound.
All right, Vision of the Game, a.k.a. your keys to the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you.
You got to get those bats going here in Game 2. You were held to 4 hits as a team, both of them coming from 2 players, or all 4 of them coming from 2 different players, with Kampshoff and Sheldon going 2 for 3 in Game 1. You got to get those bats going early on. Austin Goebel at the top of the order if he's back out here, because, once again, we don't know quite yet who's getting rest in Game 2 and who's not, but Goebel has been great as a leadoff hitter so far this season. He's going to be crucial getting at-bats in Game 2, as well as just the rest of the order all the way top to bottom. Sheldon and Kampshoff are able to go in Game 1. You hope, 1, they can keep it going in Game 2, and 2, some other players can find their groove at the plate, because Kurtz did a great job on the mound for Madison in Game 1.
Fans of the game brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. And good fan support. You can essentially see from the center field camera the fans sitting behind home plate. It's always nice to see. Umpires of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. And Brayden, do your best to get those starting lineups for us. And I'm going to go say hi to my 1-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter. They just arrived.
Well, with the starting lineups, we'll see if this dog on the field is part of it at all.
But he's really fast with the base paths.
Was there been an Air Bud baseball movie?
Dude, you know there has been.
There's been an Air Bud water polo
There's
movie,
probably been there's probably been what is it? The curling.
The Air Bud curling, Air Bud shuffleboard, Air Bud
Darts.
water polo,
Air Bud darts.
Air Bud backgammon, all of them. So, but we'll see what position that dog's playing when we get the starting lineups here as soon as we can on KYNT and KYNT TV.
Life doesn't slow down just because you're sick. At Yankton Medical Clinic, you can be seen today. Yankton Medical Clinic provides complete care with their full range of specialists, diagnostic tools, outpatient surgery center, and pharmacy. So you get all the care you need, all under one roof. Get back to the busyness of everyday life, feeling like yourself again, with same-day appointments at Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
With farmers and ranchers, it's ingrained, your dedication and preparation. It's why at FNBO, we're proud to be your partner and one of the largest agribusiness lenders in the U.S., cultivating relationships with those who cultivate the land. Not from afar, but with you where you are, boots on the ground. A bank just as rooted in the details as you, helping farms, both big and small, do more and plan for the future. Learn more at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within.
I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with the family, or hang out with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wings flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday 4 to 11, Friday to Sunday 11 to 11 on Walnut just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
The family is getting in the vehicle, going to the Yankton game.
Everyone is decked out in Yankton red, but wait, little Josh has on green.
Oh no, are we playing Pier?
They'd better stop at JJ Benji's to right that wrong.
JJ Benji's is stocked with Yankton and Mount Marty fan gear in a variety of sizes and styles.
For Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancer fan gear,
you can count on JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton. They make you look good.
My name is Jacob Foken. Running Songbird Kombucha allows me to show my imaginative spirit. Mount Marty was huge in giving me something to work towards and something to become. I didn't set out to become a kombucha brewer. Sort of everything fell into place. The brewing part is how I can be in touch with my artistry and my imagination.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYNTV, Yankton Bucks baseball doubleheader. Second half of it coming at you here shortly. Teams are starting to go out and warm up in the field, and with that as well, we can give you the starting lineup for Yankton. We'll go over them again once we get to first pitch, but it's nice to look at Yankton's starting lineup, how they will line up out in the field today for game number 2. In left field will be Cale Gary. Out in center, Austin Goebel, filling in the same spot he did in game 1. And in right field, Evan Sirk. So 2 new names out in the outfield for game 2 with Gary and Sirk in the corner outfield spots. Around the horn in the infield, new name at third base. Sam Goki will start there. Lucas Kamshoff moves from first to short here for game 2. He'll start at shortstop. Tate Bestie at second base. And at first will be Easton Fieser. Your battery today will be Christian Weir on the mound and Gavin Johnson behind the plate. Looking at some of these new names here in Game 2, massive a sweep of changes here for Yankton going into Game 2. Of course, Kamshoff played Game 1 and Goebel did too. Kamshoff will move from first to third, and then Johnson behind the plate. I should mention as well Matthew Sheldon DHing again for Game 2. Outside of that, it's new players all over the diamond with Gary in left, Sirk in right, Bestie at second, Sam Goki at third, and Easton Fieser stepping in at first. And actually, it looks like they're ready to get back going underway here. They don't just announce that stuff, unfortunately, for us here on KYNT and KYNTV, but we're ready to go here for the first inning of action from Yankton. Madison at the plate. Never got Madison's starting lineups here, so we'll go off a game changer for as much as we can. As we are here in Game 2. First pitch from Christian Weir. Low and away, ball 1. Quick turnaround here between games. Christian Weir with the pitch. Leaves that one outside for a ball as well. It's Olsen at the plate leading off here for Madison. That was in there for a strike. Talked about it a little bit. Don't have the Madison starting lineups just yet. We're not up here before we came back live. We can get a check of those as soon as we can. But Christian Weir on the mound. This one's sent out to left field by Olsen. Getting underneath of it is Cale Gary, and he will glove it out in left for the first out of the inning. The first out of game number 2. So he steps in here in the second hole. Weir comes set on the mound. Strike 1 in there. Quinn Fleming, the returner from game 1, he's out here for game 2. He's batting in the second spot. Strike there. 0-2 count now from Weir to Fleming.
It's the fastest turnaround in history.
Someone's got a date tonight. I don't know who it is.
So I was talking to Kirby.
This one on the ground from Fleming. He's going to split the shortstop and the third baseman and be scooped up by Cale Gary out in left. That's going to be a base hit for Fleming. First base hit of the game. Now Fleming on first. Weir on the mound. Jordan Pedersen now, another returner from game 1. Takes ball 1 from Weir. Weir with the 1-0, low and away. Was able to be scooped up, though, by Johnson. Runner goes for second. Johnson with the throw down. Pulls Bestie off the bag a little bit. Runner will slide in safely. That's Fleming now at second with the stolen base. Strike in there. Makes the count 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch from Weir as he checks the runner at second. Fleming now fires again to Pedersen. That one foul tipped. Makes the count full. We'll get a payoff pitch here incoming. Looks like that's Quincy Kurtz on deck here, so he'll be batting cleanup today. After a good outing on the mound. Good might be an understatement. Should I say well outing on the mound, Bryce?
Yes. And Katie's here now, so.
Grounder back to the pitcher, Weir, and they're going to get a man in the rundown between second and third. Chasing him down is Kamshaw. Flips it over to the third baseman, Goki. He's running him down now. Over to second. Tag put down by Bestie. Out at second. So the runner will reach first, but the Bucks get the lead runner. Trying to be aggressive between second and third was Quinn Fleming. Pedersen reaches on the fielder's choice. And that brings up Quincy Kurtz. Kurtz not pitching game 2. He is still out there. Looking back to game 1, did reach a couple times on base. He went 0 for 2 officially, but he reached on a fielder's choice and he was hit by a pitch. So ended up scoring a run in that game 1 victory for Madison. Weir misses outside for a ball. I'm trying to find a better word to describe it that doesn't sound like I'm being rude, but Weir's delivery is a little goofy. How far he comes out with the right as that one is on the ground between the shortstop and third baseman. That'll be a base hit to left field. Cale Gary scoops it up. Runners on first and second now as Kurtz gets to first on the single.
Just kind of talking about his arm slot, kind of where his release is.
His release is down to the side and it's pretty far out too. It's the leg kick as well. Draws some attention. Maybe that's something that you see a lot. Nestor Cortez in the major league level will do things trying to get the batter's attention. Sometimes be more flamboyant with the pitch to get the batter's attention off of the ball. Up now is Eli Barger, excuse me. Barger was out in center in game 1.
Meanwhile, I'm over here scrambling to try to catch up with lineups. We don't have theirs yet, right?
No, I'm going player by player as I see him come to the plate for Madison. We do have their full roster for the day, so when they're out in the field, I can cross-reference numbers.
Special thanks to the Madison coaching staff and Bryce Ladwig for these starting lineups.
Barger sends this one out to left field. He might make a special thanks to the outfield fence as it gets over Cale Gary's head, and a run will score, maybe 2. Throw comes back in. And it'll be 2 runs to score. We got shades of game 1 with 2 runs here in the top of inning number 1 for Madison. That's 2 RBI double. Brings up Braxton Bjorklund in the 6 hole. Bjorklund, the lefty, wearing number 33. First pitch from Weir, swung on and chipped down the third base line, out of play. Two runs on 3 hits already at the top of this first inning for Madison. The bats have come out hot today, especially in these first innings, as this one's sent on the ground to the second baseman. Scooped up by Bestie, he flips it over to first. That ends the top of the inning, but not before some damage is done by Madison. 2 runs come across, 3 hits, 1 runner left on base. That sends us to the bottom half of inning number 1 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. I want to thank a couple Sportscaster Club members, starting with First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services. Truxedo, a real truck company. America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. We'll come back with the bottom of inning number 1 when we return. Looks like on the mound is going to be Braxton Bjorklund for Madison. We'll try to take a look and get as much of their roster for you as possible. We're getting back here on KYNT and KYN-TV in 60 seconds.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
Welcome back, KYNT, KYN-TV. Austin Goebel to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. He's the top of the order. Words are hard sometimes. I digress. 2-0 is your score line. Goebel looks like he's showing bunt immediately, but it's pulled back. Bjorklund, the pitcher on the mound for Madison. Parker Johnson, I believe, the third baseman, was charging in on it. As Goebel was trying to lay down that bunt. I believe Johnson also will lead off the top of inning number 2 as he was in the on-deck circle before the final out. Bjorklund now on a 2-0 count to Goebel. Don't want to walk him. It's a lot of speed on the base paths, so that finds a strike zone 2-1 count now from Bjorklund. Goebel taps the plate. Practice swing in. 2-1 pitch. Tries to lay down another bunt. That one's going to be foul tipped. Now it's a 2-2 count from Goebel. Goebel leading off. Cam Schaff on deck. Matthew Sheldon in the hole. That is your 3-batter minimum. Cleanup hitter Easton Fieser is waiting in the wings. 2-2 pitch to Goebel. Swung on. Doesn't get a piece of it, though, for the punch-out. Good way to start for Bjorklund. Went down 2-0. Battle back for the punch-out. Brings up Lucas Kampshoff. Kampshoff went 2 for 3, recording 2 of Yankton's 4 hits in Game 1. And he was the lone run that came across the plate. It's been a long time since then. That was in the bottom of the first inning. Can history repeat itself here? Kampshoff sends this one on a ride out to left center field. It is going back, and it is off the fence just short of the white piping or the yellow piping at the top, and that is going to put Kampshoff on second base for Matthew Sheldon. I've seen this movie before. Sheldon coming up in the first inning with Kampshoff on second after a 2-run top of the first for Madison. Yankton's hoping history doesn't keep repeating itself, but they'd love it to start here. First pitch to Sheldon, misses for ball 1. It's a big double here for Kampshoff. This one too far under it, back into the netting for Matthew Sheldon, out of play. Sheldon in a 1-1 count. He was hitting him over the fence in batting practice. This one's going to be a chopper to the second baseman. It'll advance Kampshoff to third, but Sheldon will be out at first. Kampshoff took the turn, but everybody was ready for it in the infield, so he's not going to sneak home. Runner now 90 feet from home. That brings up Easton Feaser. Our first look at him on the day. Coming into today's game, Feaser had a .370 batting average, 10 hits, 2 of them for extra bases, as that one's foul tip to start. He also had 3 RBIs and 8 runs scored for Feaser. The 0-1 to Feaser. Left-handed hitter sends it back into the netting. The 0-2 to Feaser. On its way from Bjorklund. Leaves that one outside for a ball. Is Jordan Pedersen behind the plate as well? That completes the battery with Bjorklund. Didn't mention that earlier. That one low for a ball. If Feaser's able to get on base here and this inning continues, we'll give you the lineup out in the field for Madison here as we're starting to get that piece together. 2-2 on deck. Bjorklund shaking off the first couple calls from Pedersen. Now gets something he likes. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball game out, though, on the drop third strike. Throw down to first, gets there in time. Strikeout ends the inning, and we go to the top of the second. No runs come across on 1 hit, 1 run left on base for Yankton. 2-0 your score as we head to the top of the second. That scoreboard update is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. Same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. 2-0 ball game. Christian Weir back on the mound for Yankton when we return here on KYNT and KYN TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
If you experience pain or discomfort in your feet, ankles, knees, or back, an adjustment in how you walk or stand could be your drug-free pain solution. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care, combined with the use of a high-quality shoe insert, is an easy and effective way to reduce back and foot pain. See if this solution is for you. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. With offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner.
Come back from break here on KYNT with the first out of inning number 2. Parker Johnson grounds out back to the pitcher as Weir was able to get it over to third. With it now 2-0, top of inning number 2. Everything's starting to get sorted out here on the scorebooks. We'll bring back in Bryce Ladwig, ready to get things going here.
Thank you, Brayden. And Christian Weir delivers a ball. Wait, did he call it a strike or a ball?
Ball. He's calling balls very loud. It threw me off at first, yeah.
Okay. This is a good way to start. But a 1-0 count. And another chopper, this time charging over from third is Goki, and he gets him over at first. Actually tripping down the baseline was Van Leer, but he was out anyway.
That was Van Leer's first at-bat of the day. Did not appear in Game 1. Brings up another player who's having his first at-bat of the day. It's Darwin Corrales-Gonzalez.
So Darwin Gonzalez. First pitch misses high. It's a 1-0 count. As I am putting the final touches on my scorebook, Brayden. Thank you for starting the game here. I think we can both agree that was the fastest turnaround we've had since broadcasting to baseball.
And I'm not complaining about it either, but at the same time, I am complaining
I am
about
a little bit, actually.
On one hand, let's get more baseball going. On the other hand, I need time.
Then the 2-0 misses in the dirt. It's a 3-0 from Christian Weir to Gonzalez.
I'm not going to make the same joke I've been making. I need to quit that cold turkey.
I appreciate it, buddy. And the 3-0 is a called strike. Taking all the way was Gonzalez.
It's been 2 up, 2 down to start after a rocky first inning.
The 3-1. And swinging an outside pitch is Gonzalez. 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch. Misses high and inside, and coming all the way back is Gonzalez. And he'll take first.
Gonzalez as well was the courtesy runner in game 1 a lot of times, and he showed a lot of speed on the base paths. So that's something to keep an eye on here as he takes first base. Even with 2 outs, we'll see how aggressive Madison wants to be out there running the bases.
Jack Olson at the plate. Swings through the first pitch, got ahead of it, 0-1. Lined out to left field in his first at-bat.
I do want to apologize earlier. I called him Jake in the first inning, so I apologize for that.
And a 1-1 count. I don't think he knows. We're good.
Well, you know, if there's any members of the Jack Olson fan club listening from Madison, I want to do right by him.
And the 1-1. Misses low and away. It's a 2-1 count. And 2-1 misses. It's low and away there. It's a 3-1 count now from Christian Weir. There's 2 away here in the top of inning number 2. And this one laced out toward left, and it is foul. And good news for Yankton. If that gets into fair territory, if it gets by Cale Gary, that is a run scored.
Yeah, keeping that run off the board, and Gonzalez got a quick jump off of first. He would have came all the way around. I know we said we had our football conversation earlier, but being from the state of South Dakota, any Jackrabbits fans out there, Isaiah Davis has just been drafted recently. He's going to be a New York Jet, longtime running back out there in Brookings, going to go to the NFL. Mason McCormick as well. I can't remember where he went, but he went yesterday, the offensive guard.
And another walk issued from Christian Weir. As Jack Olson, or as Brayden says, Jake Olson takes
I fixed it in
first.
my book. I fixed it.
Brings up Quinn Fleming as a single in his first at-bat. Second at-bat in as many innings. Strike called outside, 0-1.
I lied. It was not yesterday for McCormick. Any Mason McCormick fans? He went earlier today to the Steelers. So there you go. A couple Jackrabbits getting drafted.
I'm going to need you to get it together, Brayden. It's a joke. And chopped down the third baseline, just foul. How about Harden? Has he been drafted yet?
USD? He is not from USD yet. I've seen mock drafts leading into this. I saw him projected anywhere from the 4th to the 7th, so he could go as soon as...
To a camp invite, everything, right?
Yeah, it is one of those things. And he's a very good player. Injuries definitely hampered him early on in his career, but he had a great senior season.
And this one is lifted foul, but chasing after it in front of the bullpen and nabbing it is Sam Goki for the third out. So a pop out to third for Fleming. Ends the second. 2 runners left on, no errors, no hits, and no runs. Madison still leads 2-0. We enter the bottom of inning number 2. Yankton Bats coming up here on KYNT and KYNT TV.
Larry's is more than heating and cooling. This is Miles. Let's start with fireplaces. Our showroom in Yankton is the largest and has many different styles of gas fireplaces. Next is duct cleaning. You'll be amazed at how much dust and dirt we pull out of your ducts. That leads into indoor air quality. With high-tech UV lighting, your indoor air will be the cleanest it can be. Or with a humidifier, we can control your entire home's humidity. While we're the best around for heating and cooling, we're pretty great at some other things too. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Are you ready for a hydration revolution? Introducing Ghost Hydration, the ultimate drink to keep you feeling refreshed and revitalized. It's packed with a unique blend of electrolytes and vitamins, giving you the perfect balance to conquer your day. And its variety of mouth-watering flavors will make your taste buds dance with joy. Hitting the gym, going on an adventure, or just need to pick me up? Ghost Hydration has your back. Experience the hydration revolution for yourself. Stay refreshed, stay revitalized, stay ghostly hydrated with Ghost Hydration.
Hey, welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton Bats trying to answer Cale Gary at the plate. His first at-bat of the game. Bjorklund delivers in the dirt away, 1-0.
Cale Gary did not appear in Game 1, but at the plate so far this season, he's hitting just over 200. He's got 4 hits in 18 at-bats. One of them for extra bases, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. He's also drawn a walk.
Takes another ball, 2-0.
Try to get those walk numbers up.
And the 2-0 misses away, 3-0. So if Yankton can really utilize kind of the lack of control I'm seeing from Bjork, at least on the outside portion of the plate, get some runners on, get some solid contact, turn things around, as Cale Gary will start that process with a walk.
His second walk drawn of the year. Thing to note in that first at-bat, there was an angry goose somewhere in the Yankton dugout.
Someone has taken over for Cooper Grotnes.
Start making random animal noises.
Evan Cirknell, lefty. And today out in right field. Shows bunt and tries to put it down. Almost has that one nabbed by the catcher, but it'll just be a strike, 0-1.
You got to charge that when you're working these corner infield spots. If Cirk's trying to lay that down, he's very fast as well. He's similar to Goebel in that sense, where if you get him on the base paths, he's very dangerous. Actually, currently leads the team in stolen bases, does Cirk. 9 on the year.
Runner takes off, and it was a hit and run as Cirk makes contact, but it is foul. I was watching out for my kids.
I just watched one kid jump off the top of the bleachers to get that ball. He's fine, but why?
Not mine, right?
No.
Okay, we're good.
Unless your kid was wearing a Patriots shirt all of a sudden.
Never. If they are, they're not my kid anymore. The quick throw over to first, slides in safely.
Kids are made of rubber, man. If I jumped off the top of those bleachers, I'd be out forever.
I can tell you they are not. Maybe bone-wise, but internal medicine-wise, no. They're actually going to build my family my own wing at the Yankton Medical Clinic soon. And the 1-2. And Evan Cirk puts this one out towards center, and it is down for a hit. Or Rivera's going to build her own hospital wing. I don't know. But 2 runners on for Yankton.
They're moving hell forward over there at Avera. That's what I heard.
Yes.
You know, if you have your own wing at the Yankton Medical Clinic, too, that's so much care just so close to home for you.
Anyone else you want to? Sam Goki showing bunt. Puts this one down. And Bjorklund throws over. And they... Okay. They got him, but they're going to call him safe over there at first. And Sam Goki reaches safely.
Both umpires had a conversation. They said they thought he pulled his foot off the bag before getting it in his glove. So that's going to load the bases for the Bucks. A big spot here for Tate Bestie.
So an infield single. And Tate Bestie takes a strike, 0-1. I'm pretty sure if you watch that back, though. We just have the best view for that kind of thing. You know, very unobstructed. And I'm pretty sure he got him, but barely, if anything. Makes up for the last inning then, or last game. And it's a 1-1 count now for Tate Bestie.
And they do rule it an error getting Goki to first as well.
They did, okay. So reached on an error, and now Tate Bestie has a 2-1 count. And laces this one out toward left field. It's down for a hit. 1 run comes across. 2 is coming in. Heading toward third. The throw in safely as Sam Goki. A 2 RBI, a double for Tate Bestie.
He's the best. Tate Vesti coming up in a big spot there, tying this game up, and now doubling the run total from game one. They wanted to get the bats going. A lot of changes made in the lineup. Vesti, one of those guys who's making his first appearance in game two.
Now Gavin Johnson takes a strike, and they're going to take off for home on the throwback, and Yankton has a 3-2 lead. Sam Goki comes across to score.
That's that heads-up base running the Yankton always loves to have. And, you know, Coach Lawrence was waiting for it, and Goki was too. You could tell by his reaction.
So from what I gathered, because I was writing in my scorebook as you were as well, but I'm pretty sure the throwback went over the pitcher's head or somewhat, and just heads-up base running. As a 1-1 now to Johnson. Johnson lifts this one out toward left. It is just foul. Does Johnson have an RBI this year?
I will go over that because I forgot to talk about Johnson's stats on the season. He's got 3 RBI on the year for Gavin Johnson. He's hitting .455, a 1.084 OPS. He's got a walk drawn as well. 5 hits, one of them for extra bases.
I feel like I just disrespected the man.
Yeah, I forgot. He played in game one, but he didn't have a plate appearance. So we didn't go over his season stats coming in. Johnson does round out the order. Austin Goebel, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Lucas Kamshoff in the hole, and with nobody out, could very likely see both of them, even down to Matthew Sheldon in the 3 spot.
The 2-2 misses low and away. So now it's a full count to Gavin Johnson. And runners may have Bjorklund a little spooked here as Johnson lifts this one foul. You're screaming. I'm just like, where's my children? They're all here.
they're all here and they're all upset. Oh, I lied. It's not a Patriots shirt. For some reason, I read that as Patriots. It's a Twins shirt. I think it's Max Kepler.
Oh, okay.
Your kid would be in a Twins shirt, right?
I don't know about Max Kepler. But anyway, so the payoff pitch is sent back into the net.
Oh, Max Kepler. Someone told me he was better than Aaron Judge once.
Oh, my gosh. Not me, everyone. He's not referring to me.
It was not you.
The payoff pitch is a grounder over toward third. Gets by him, and that will send in the 4th run for Yankton. RBI single for Gavin Johnson. The Yankton Bats have awoken here in game number 2.
And Bestie was going there, stealing immediately on the pitch. And he had to make a quick little hurdle move to get over the ball there as it was bouncing between the shortstop and third baseman. So heads up base running by him to keep his eye on the ball there. And now you got every part of the order so far today has been dangerous, but this is the part of the order back at the top with Kamshoff on deck and Sheldon in the hole as Goebel lays down a bunt.
And Austin Goebel lays down a bunt and does advance the runner. So sacrifice for Austin Goebel. Brings up Lucas Kamshoff. And I think we should have a prize for whoever does hit our camera someday, you know?
Yeah, the prize is paying for a new camera.
I was about to say, you get the right to buy a new camera. But we'll put you on the website.
We'll put you on the website.
And make a graphic. As Lucas Kamshoff is issued a free base here. Intentionally walking Kamshoff. Brings up Matthew Sheldon. Also just as likely to maybe hit our camera. And hits this one hard out toward left. Down for a hit. 1 run comes across. And Kamshoff is pretty fast. He's going toward third. And they are going to send him home. The throw. Kamshoff slides. He's safe. Sheldon slides into third. He's safe. Yankton keeps the carousel turning here at Riverside Field. Check another 2 runs for the Bucks.
This is what the Bucks wanted after a slow start in game 1. They have come out hot here. Game 2, there are 6 runs on the board, all of them in the bottom of this second inning. I think they're going to credit Sheldon with a double there and then advancing to third on the throw. But great play for Sheldon.
Now Easton Fieser trying to join the party here as he takes a ball in the dirt. 0-1. Or excuse me, 1-1. Did they mess up, or is that me? And he lifts this one out toward deep left, and it is down for a hit. Easton Fieser heading towards second. He's going to dig for third, and an RBI triple for Easton Fieser. When it rains, it pours.
And it's not coming from the clouds right now. It's coming from the bats, the aluminum for Yankton. Cale Gary maybe can add his name to the party as Yankton is almost batted around now.
Cale Gary, 2-hopper over towards short. Oftal up with it, throws over to first, gets him, but a run does come in. So Cale Gary, a ground out too short, but an RBI. Brings up Evan Sirk.
I say almost batted around. That officially was them batting around. Definitely messed up my scorebook at one point and put all the hits so far in the first inning. But now it's helped me because now I have space in the second inning. Just playing ahead, Bryce. I knew this would happen.
The Oracle is taking pictures over there. James Simbrick, Yankton P&D.
Whenever we had a question last year, we just hoped he was answering and put it out into the ether. Or hoped he was listening, I should say.
In case you haven't noticed, we've done many games together now. If I just see things, I'll just say things. And Sirk, 2-hopper over towards third. The throw over is in time, and keeping his foot on the base is Barger. So a 5-3 put out, and that will end the bottom of inning number 2. I would say it was eventful. Yeah, 8 runs for the Bucks on, here we go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and 2 errors. Wait, 1 or 2?
2 errors.
Yep, 2 errors. And how many were left on?
Yes.
Yes, one runner left on base. See, that good news, but scorebook-wise, trying to keep up. A little crazy. But that does end the end of this scoreboard update. Yankton leads 8-2, and it's brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be a part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. Back in 60 seconds is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYNT-TV. We're leading off the top of inning number 3 after an 8-run bottom half of the second for Yankton. Has them up 8-2. 1-1 count right now from Christian Weir. At the plate is Jordan Pedersen. Big swing there for strike number 2. Pedersen reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Did come around to score. That was part of the 2-run top of the first for Madison. Now they're trying to get back in the score sheet. They suddenly trail by 6, but he's going to be punched out looking there. Big strikeout from Christian Weir. That ball goes around the horn. Coming up next, stepping into the batter's box is Quincy Kurtz. Singled in the first inning. He was the second run to score. Weir comes set. Wheels and deals. This one sent up, though. Pops straight up the elevator shaft. It's going to be an infield fly, gloved by Tate Bestie at second base. 2 quick outs, not what Madison wanted to answer with here. That brings up Eli Barger. 2-run double in the first inning. Those are the 2 runs on the board for Madison right now. The 0-0. Oh, and away, ball 1. Gavin Johnson with a good glove on it, though. The 1-0 coming. Foul tipped into the backstop for strike number 1. It's a 1-1 count. Barger had that 2-run double in the first inning. Looking back to game 1, He did reach on a hit by pitch. Outside of that, he did not spend any time on the base paths. This one, though, sent out into right field. It's going to be flared out and caught, though, by Easton Feeser, reaching behind his head with the left hand to put this one away here in inning number 3. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, nobody left on base. Yankton goes to the bottom half of inning number 3 with a lot of momentum and a 6-run lead. I want to take this time to thank a couple Sportscaster Club members, starting with the UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. We'll be back in the bottom of inning number 3. Bjorklund still on the mound for Madison when we return with Yankton Bats back in 30 seconds.
University of South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The KYNT football team reached new heights in 2023, totaling 10 wins and hosting 2 home playoff games. South Dakota volleyball continued their tradition of success last season, clinching a share of the regular season Summit League title. Join the party this upcoming season and secure your seats today. For ticket information, visit goyotes.com.
2-0 count as we return here on KYNT and KYNT TV. Sam Goki at the plate takes that one for strike 1. Goki reached on an error and came around to score just last inning. That 8-run bottom of the second. That one high and tight. Ball 3 to Goki. 3-1 count now from Bjorklund. Bjorklund with the 3-1. Low and away, ball 4. Goki's going to get down to first base in a hurry. He could make a turn if they're taking their time getting the ball back, but he's going to stay at first. Walk drawn by Goki brings up Tate Bestie, who really got the party started last inning with a 2 RBI double. You'll take the time to thank Aztec of Yankton. They're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Go build your career at the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Aztec is a proud sponsor for Yankton High School baseball. That one high and tight. Ball 1 on Tate Bestie. I'd also like to thank Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. Goki slides in head first. He's going to get there in time safely. Steal of second base. Somebody said ka-chow somewhere. I don't know if it came from the dugout or the supporters behind the plate, but Lightning McQueen. Fast on the base paths for Sam Goki. 1-1 pitch to Bestie. Swung on, popped back into the netting. Make it a 1-2 count now to Bestie. Gavin Johnson on deck. Austin Goebel in the hole here in inning number 3. Bestie pops this one up. It's going to be flared out just behind the first base bag and gloved in foul territory by Eli Barger. First out brings Gavin Johnson to the plate. RBI single in his first at-bat. Came around to score as well in that second inning. Goki taking the lead from second. Bjorklund checks him, now fires home. That went in there, strike 1. Do want to also thank Avera, moving health forward, and One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. That one's foul tip by Johnson. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. 0-2 count now. Here to Johnson. Quickly an 0-2 hole. That one bounces in front of the plate. Good block behind the dish by Pedersen. Keeps Goki at second. Goki gets into this one, sent out to center field, over the head of the center fielder. Johnson's gonna take the turn at second. Goki's gonna go home, and Gavin Johnson with another RBI. This one on a double from the catcher. Might be no bat hotter right now than Gavin Johnson's. He's going to get a courtesy runner. Easton Nelson will step in at second. But Gavin Johnson, the catcher, putting in that work at the plate and behind it. 9-2 now, Yankton leads. 6 hits for the team, brings up Austin Goebel in the top of the order. This one flared out to center field by Goebel, and that is caught out in center. Brings up Lucas Kampshoff. 2 outs now as well. First pitch to Kampshoff. Gets away from the catcher, and a runner's going to take off for third. Nelson, he's going to get in there standing up. That puts Easton Nelson on third now, pinch running for Gavin Johnson. Kampshoff has doubled and reached on a walk. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored officially. Nelson now at third. Bjorklund winds up, deals. Kampshoff sends this one hard out to right field. It's going to get over the right fielder's head, bounce off the fence. Kampshoff going to as Easton Nelson comes in to score. Kampshoff with a stand-up RBI double, getting into second base. That'll bring up Matthew Sheldon, and it'll make it a 10-2 ball game here in inning number 3. Big spot here for Sheldon. Sheldon comes up swinging, first pitch crushing left center field. That one is going to be off the scoreboard. Matthew Sheldon, a 2-run bomb off the scoreboard at Riverside Field, 12-2. Wasting no time at the plate. He loved the first one he saw and sent it on a ride. 12-2 your score. Matthew Sheldon, his second home run of the season. We have a meeting on the mound here with Braxton Bjorklund. What a shot to left center by Matthew Sheldon. A little too close for comfort for our camera, but he sent it off the scoreboard here at Riverside. Looks like we're going to get a pitching change here for Madison. Those pitching changes are brought to you by Hedro. They're one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. Ready for a break? Looking for a new career direction? Visit jobs.hedro.com. I'd like to take this time to thank Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. FNBO, the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, they've been with you where you are. The UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. And Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. I'm going to go to a quick break here on KYNT and KYN TV while this pitching change is being made. Update our scorebooks and come back to you in 30 seconds. The Bucks lead 12-2 on KYNT, KYN TV.
Hey Yankton, graduation is approaching. Have you thought about what you want to do with your future? Maybe some PLC, automations, engineering, maintenance manufacturing. Let Hedro help you build your future, as we are proud partners of Build Dakota. Check with your schools today to find out how to be a part of our future. Or contact Evie at 605-668-2344. That's 605-668-2344. Hedro, a story shaped by you.
Jack Olson on the mound for Madison as we come back here on KYNT and KYN TV, taking over for Braxton Bjorklund. 2 down in the bottom of inning number 3. 4 runs have come across. 8 runs came across in the second, and Yankton leads 12-2. Olson on the mound now, getting his first action at pitcher. Winds up and deals, and Fieser puts a shot into this one, but he got a little too far underneath of it. It's going to be a fly ball to shallow center. It's going to drop between the center fielder and second baseman. Fieser heads up play, slides into second. Ball gets away from everybody. A little miscommunication in the outfield leads to Easton Fieser standing on second base. That brings up Cale Gary. First pitch was in there for a strike. This is Cale Gary at the plate. Feeser on second now, trying to see if they ruled that an error or a hit, and they called it a single for Feeser. He advanced to second. They'll call it a hit for Easton. That one outside, ball one. Or ball two, excuse me, 2-1 count. Yankton's bats have just come alive here in game 2 at Riverside. These are getting a little bit of a lead there at second. Pitch comes home, low and away. Ball 3 now from Olsen. Cale Gary walked earlier on. He's a walk and a ground out that resulted in an RBI. Evan Sirk on deck, Sam Goki in the hole. 2 down in the inning, though, so there's no guarantee they come to the plate this half. That one outside, though, ball 4. Take your base, Cale Gary. Second walk of the game. Officially 0 for 1 with an RBI on the score sheet, but he's been on the base paths and has a run scored. Evan Sirk steps up now, singled in the second inning, and then grounded out to end the second inning. If Sirk gets on base, we've batted around again here for Yankton. As Sirk sends this one to left center, that's going to be a base hit. Taking the turn at third is Easton Feeser. Another run's going to score. That's an RBI single from Evan Sirk. Cale Gary's going to hold at second. 13-2 now the score, and we've officially batted around here in Yankton. For the second straight inning, Sam Goki led this off with a walk, eventually came around to score. See what he can do here. Second at-bat of the inning, third at-bat of the game. That one outside. (13-2), Yankton's bats have really found a piece here in the second game. 1-0 count after the opening ball. Swung on and missed there from Goki. Olsen checking the runner at second. He comes set. Now he's going to come home to Goki. Goki back into the netting there off the foul tip. The 1-2. Goki on the ground to the shortstop. This could end the inning. Throw over. Goki beats it out, though. Infield single. Runner takes off for home. Cale Gary slides in. He's safe at the plate. Infield single turns into an RBI for Sam Goki. Couldn't have said it better than myself. Not sure where it picked up on the mic. He is fast. Sam Goki on first, beating out the infield single. Now Evan Sirk on second. At the plate comes Tate Bestie. And a 2 RBI double in the first inning, or the second inning, excuse me. 0-1 though, as he takes strike one. 14-2 your new score. Strike 2 to Bestie now. Olsen trying to work out of this. 14 runs on 11 hits have come across for Yankton. And Bestie trying to add another there, sends this one out to right field. Getting under it is the right fielder. He'll glove it, and that will end the inning. But not before 6 runs come across for Yankton. 2 runners left on base for the Bucks. They lead 14-2 heading to the top of inning number 4. That scoreboard update is brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. Same's true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Christian Weir's got a long break between innings after the last couple innings, how they've gone for the Yankton Bats. We'll see how he does when he comes back out here for inning number 4. The top half coming up in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
First pitch in there, strike one here at the top of inning number 4. Yankton leads by 12. 8 runs in the second, 6 runs in the third, give them their 14-2 lead. Oh, 2 count now after another strike from Weir, something to keep an eye on. As that one's low and away. We'll get to it now. A 15-run rule could be in effect here as we're closing in on that. If Yankton has another big inning in the bottom half like they just had the last 2. So after 2.5 innings or after the third inning, if either team is 15 runs behind or if either team is 15 runs behind, the game will end. So Yankton could potentially have that happen if their bats get going here in the bottom of the 4th, but they got to get through the top of the 4th too, and Madison's not out of it yet. They had their bats working in the first game. That one foul tips and then hit back off the bat again. But the run rule is something to keep an eye on here late on. 2-2 pitch, outside, ball 3. Count goes full now. Payoff pitch from Weir. In there, strike 3, sat down looking to start the top of inning number 4. Brings up Parker Johnson, grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Weir deals high, ball 1. Weir now at 57 pitches in his 4th inning of work. Through 3 1/3, he's at 58 now as that one misses low for a ball as well. 2-0 count now from Weir. In there, strike 1, 2-1 count now to Johnson. Didn't mention it as it happened, caught up in the moment you could say, but move of the game, brought to you by Mason Schramm, and the move group is going to be that home run to left center field by Matthew Sheldon. That one misses high for ball 3. Anytime you hit it off the scoreboard, you're going to get move of the game. That's brought to you by Mason Schramm and the move group. Buying or selling, make the move with Mason and the move group. 3-1 pitch, Johnson, grounder to the second baseman. It gets just over the glove, took a bad bounce past the glove of Tate Bestie. So it's going to put a runner on here for Madison with 1 down in the inning. Took a wrong bounce off of the rubber pellets of the infield turf. Just get past Bestie's glove into the outfield. Johnson taking a lead off of first. Weir's first pitch in there, strike 1. 0-1 count now to Van Leer. Van Leer 0 for 1 on the day. Did not record an at-bat in game 1. The 0-1. In there, strike 2. Weir starting to deal here out of the stretch. The 0-2 pitch from Weir, swung on, bounced back up to the third baseman. Goki scoops it, fires across, pulls Fieser off the bag. He tries to get the tag down as he was pulled off, but couldn't get there in time. So that's going to be an infield base runner. We'll make sure it's not listed as an error. It was a tough play for Goki to make over at third. That's going to put Van Leer on first, Johnson on second. Brayden Gus checks in. Pinch hitting here for Darwin Gonzalez. That pitch in there for a strike from Weir. 1-1 count now to Gust, getting his first at-bat of the day. So they gave Garrett Van Leer a single. That Parker Johnson, the first base runner, he did reach on an error, they say. As that ball bounced away from the glove of Bestie at second. 2-1 count now from Weir. Trying to work out of a bit of a danger here. 2 runners on, big swing and a miss for strike number 2. 2-2 count now to Gust. I don't know if I can repeat that one. Weir leaves that one outside for ball 3. Chirping from the dugout sometimes is entertaining, sometimes is concerning, but it's always meant in good spirits. 3-2 count now, full count. We'll get the payoff pitch from Weir. In there, strike 3. Weir sets him down looking. It's going to bring up the top of the order. Jack Olson. Olson has flown out and reached on a walk so far. First pitch swung on and hit out to center field. Goebel calls everybody off, and he gloves it out in center for the final out of the top of inning number 4. 14-2 is your score here on KYNT and KYN TV. I want to thank a couple Sportscaster Club members helping make this broadcast possible. Start with Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit NorthtownUSA.com. Floor Tech, whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech at 665-4839. Sherco, they're a proud supporter of Yankton Sports. We need to be sure, make it Sherco. And Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They've been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox State Farm is a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. Olson back out on the mound for Madison when we return here on KYNT and KYN TV. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th inning in 60 seconds.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's 2 best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, 2 great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Welcome back in. KYNT, KYN TV. First pitch at the bottom of inning number 4 is a strike from Jack Olson.
Brayden, I'm back.
I'd like to welcome you back in, Bryce.
Thank you.
It's good to be here. It's good to have you here. Gavin Johnson has had quite the day at the plate so far, especially in this game, too. Has multiple RBIs, a single, and a double. He's halfway to the cycle, but he's got the 2 toughest parts to get there. 1-1 pitch. After he takes ball 2, is sent out on a line to center field. Tracking as the center fielder is going to drop down in front of him, though. Gavin Johnson's got another base hit, his 3rd of the game, and that puts him at first base. Brings up the top of the order with Austin Goebel. Courtesy runner at first is going to be Easton Nelson, another good athlete out on the base paths. Might have heard that call from the Madison dugout. Watch bunt, Austin Goebel. Has shown bunt a couple times today, has not laid one down and gotten on base. Takes a cut at that one, though, back into the netting. 0-1 count now from Goebel. It's the battle of the ones. Jack Olson wears number 1. Austin Goebel wears number 1 as well. 12 hits, 14 runs to show for it. All of them coming in the last 2 innings. That one in there for a strike. Runner takes off for second. Throw down, not in time. Easton Nelson will steal second base, but it's going to be an 0-2 count now to Goebel. Kamshoff on deck, Sheldon in the hole. Very, very dangerous part of the order with those two back-to-back. Almost unfair to have those two back-to-back. 0-2 pitch. Goebel pops it up, out of play. We'll keep dancing here. Remains 0-2. Olsen checking the runner at second. Nelson dancing off. Pitch. Misses the zone. Ball 2.
You know, because I went down to say hi to my son and daughter and wife in the third, I think every time that they come to the ball game, I should do that. Score, 6 runs.
Katie and the kids need to come to more ball games.
Yeah.
14 runs over 2 innings. I know they were here for the third, but still. Well, they were on their way here, so like the intent was there.
They were here for the end of the first game.
Oh, well then, yeah, they've been ready for this. That one popped up in foul territory, giving chase as Johnson, but it's going to end up in the bullpens, out of play.
Kirby was collecting rocks down there. She put them in her hat. That's your update.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about Kirby.
She's the best of us. Don't let anybody tell you different. 2-2 count now to Goebel as Olsen comes set on the mound. He checks Nelson at second. Now fires home. Goebel rips this one to the first baseman. Just going to step over on the bag is the first baseman. That's Barger. But the runner will advance to third, and that brings up Lucas Kamshoff. 3 unassisted in the official scorebook. Kamshoff now at the plate. He's 2 doubles, an RBI, and a walk, and a run scored.
He's pretty good at baseball.
He's 2 runs scored, actually. Very good at baseball, we'd say. He's pretty well at baseball, some would say.
Jeez. Katie is going to have a field day with you.
It's a 1-0 count to Kamshoff. Talked about it a bit already, but he is officially signing on Monday with Mount Marty University. The 1-0 fouls it off of himself. That can't feel good. And you got to flex that right knee out. It's like me getting out of bed in the morning. Make these comments like my body's like worn down and broken. I'm
23 years old.
I'm barely older than the guys on the field right now. The 1-1 to Kamshoff. Sent on a line down the first base line. Arcing foul, and it is just cut foul down that first base line. So it'll be a 1-2 count now to Kamshoff. Maybe Kamshoff took that Matthew Sheldon home run personally, trying to boost his home run numbers back up again. The 1-2. Low ball 2. 2-2 count now to Kamshoff. It's a 14-2 ball game. Yankton leading here in Game 2. Game 1 went in favor of Madison, but it has been the Bucks bats that have been hot in Game 2. Kamshoff on the ground. Hot shot to the third baseman. In and out of the glove of Johnson. Just shows how hard that ball was hit. Kamshoff's going to be
Someone
at first
check
safely.
his hand.
If he has one. Yeah. He took the glove off to make sure it was still there.
5 digits. We're good. We're good.
That is the actions of a man whose hand is on fire right now. Immediately out of the glove, rubbing it on the pant leg. I've been there. Never on the end of a Lucas Kamshoff line drive, but there's another guy I wouldn't like to be on the end of a line drive of. It's Matthew Sheldon. He foul tips it. Coming around on that single from Kamshoff as well. So focused on the hand of Johnson at third, making sure he's okay. Easton Nelson came across the score, so it's 15-2 now, Yankton. Sheldon sends this one on a ride out to left center again. Trailing back is the center fielder. That one's going to drop just in front of the fence, though. Another power shot from Matthew Sheldon. Might score another run. Kamshoff still trucking from third. No throw home. It is a 16-2 ball game. Lucas Kamshoff. Now, I believe in the writing of the rule, if Yankton scores another run here, the game would just end at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to wait till the end of the inning.
Because they both had the same amount of at-bats.
They've had the same amount of at-bats. So Easton Fieser, with a runner in scoring position, only 1 out, could, in theory, in this game. Fieser pops this one up, right center field. Sheldon tagging second. That's going to drop. It's going to get past the center fielder. Sheldon takes off from second. He takes the turn at third. This could be it for this one. No throw home. Sheldon will score.
That's it.
And judging from the players walking off the field, they know it too. That will do it here from Riverside Field. Walked off by Easton Feeser. 15-run rule here for the Yankton Bucks. 17-2, they take this one in 4 innings. The Bucks bats so hot in this second game, and we'll talk more about it in our Yankton Rexall post-game show. We'll be back here on KYNT and KYN TV here shortly. Big win here for the Bucks at Riverside Field.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonshoestoboots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear expert since 1915.
You can help us promote Yankton. I'm Nancy Winandy from Yankton Thrive. Be a champion for Yankton. Share with people you meet how great Yankton is. Tell them about our wonderful recreational areas, incredible schools, fun events, and plentiful jobs. All of that, plus being a safe and friendly city, make Yankton a great place to live and thrive. Encourage them to visit the Yankton Thrive website, yanktonsd.com, for all the information they need to make Yankton home.
Upper Midwest Garage Door and Clopay Garage Doors have teamed up and are offering you a rebate up to $600 with a qualifying purchase on your Clopay residential garage door. The Clopay rebate program is going on now for a limited time. The Clopay residential garage doors come in many different colors and styles. Stop in or call Upper Midwest Garage Door at 689-3667. Upper Midwest Garage Door at 212 Douglas in Yankton. Some restrictions apply.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Earn $1 off per gallon of gas when you transfer and fill a prescription at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. That's a $1 fuel saver for each prescription you transfer and fill at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to transfer your prescriptions. Just call or stop by your local Hy-Vee pharmacy and let us handle the rest. Or you can transfer online or transfer using the Hy-Vee mobile app. Restrictions apply.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN TV. It's your Yankton Rexall post-game show, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, Yankton Rexall. We're live from the Fairfield Inn & Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn & Suites in Yankton, 2607 Broadway Avenue, or call 605-653-2255. Let's go to your post-game interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Rhonda Westland State Farm. Bring in head coach Drew Lawrence from Yankton Bucks baseball. Coach Lawrence, tale of 2 games today. Couldn't really get the bats going in game 1 and then an offensive explosion in game 2. What was the conversation like between games that turned this the doubleheader around in game 2?
The conversation wasn't very long after game 1. If you're not going to be able to get hits, it's going to be hard to win games. And in game 1, we only had 2 guys get some hits for us, so it was very quick. It was just you got to make an adjustment. You got to do a little bit better. You got to compete in there. And game 2 we had a lot of hits, so worked out well.
A lot of hits in game 2, and those 2 guys you mentioned in game 1 who led the charge were also electric in game 2. Be remiss if we didn't already mention Matthew Sheldon's home run off the scoreboard in left center field here at Riverside. And him and Lucas Kamshoff, they got those hits in game 1. They kept it going in game 2, and the rest of the bats really came through as well.
Yeah, quite a day for those 2. It's I'm biased, but those are the 2 of the better hitters in the state. And when they're on, and they've been on a lot this year, I think both of them are hitting close or over 500. It's electric, and the teams are going to have to figure out what they're going to do against them. And today they had a really good day. They hit the ball really well, and it was fun. Lucas even got intentionally walked, and then Matthew hit a triple. So, and I think the intentional walk was the right move there. I don't know if Lucas, gotten out today. So, it's fun when those guys can hit. And then in game 2, a bunch of other people hit too, and we had some good timely hitting. Tate Bessie had a really big hit for us when we had that big inning for the double. Some other guys putting balls in play when they needed to. So if we can put together that kind of stuff, then we'll be all right.
Obviously, the story of Game 2 is the bats. He put 17 runs up on the board to win 17-2, but Christian Weir got the start on the mound and held it down pretty well. Allowed 3 hits, 2 runs. Neither of them ended up being earned. He struck out 3 batters as well. So Christian Weir getting some extended time on the mound, one of the first times we saw him up here in the booth. Tell us a little about him and his performance today.
Yeah, Christian came with us last summer one time, I think, when he pitched in the championship of the Kyle Mueller. And ended up, he didn't get the win, but he got the no decision. But he essentially won us the game for us there. And we've used him one time before, and this time we knew we wanted to do an extended role with him, just kind of slowly getting him in. Christian's got really good stuff, and he's got a funky delivery, so it's hard for hitters to hit against him. And pitching is what Christian wants to do and wants to do all the time, so we used it. It wasn't necessarily that we were going to use him the whole game. It's just the way that the game played out that we ended up doing that. I wanted to get Washawn some work because we used him in relief earlier in this year, and he was really good, and he had arm hurt a little bit, but I wanted to get him some work. But if we're going to score that many runs, it's okay if we're not going to get guys work. We'll get them in on Tuesday. So
yeah, there's definitely no reason to complain about not being able to get the guys in when you put up that kind of offensive performance. Coming up on Tuesday, you mentioned a little bit at the end there, it should be O'Gorman. What are you looking ahead for with the Knights on Tuesday?
It's kind of like what I think Bryce and I talked about on our morning show. Everyone in A is kind of, a question mark to me, and they probably think the same thing about us with some of our wins and losses. But, Gorman has beat what I think is the best team in the state in Harrisburg, and then they've lost to Mitchell and they've lost to T. So, it's kind of like what I've been saying. I think any given day an A team can beat another A team, and so those games will probably come down to who can make, the less mental mistakes and less errors defensively and timely hitting. So they should be good games, but we'll be ready to go. We got Mark Cottle ready to pitch and Cale Gary, who have proven to us to be our top 2 this year so far. So hopefully we'll come out on the winning end of those.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking time to talk to us here in the Yankton Rexall post-game. Congratulations on the win in Game 2, splitting this doubleheader, and good luck on Tuesday. We'll talk to you after that one as well.
Thanks. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, that was head coach Drew Lawrence here on the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Going to take a quick break here. KYNT, KYN TV. Come back in a couple minutes. Keep wrapping things up here in the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Back shortly.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a guy came into the UPS store to pick up some blueprints we had printed for him.
While we were finishing up the order, he asked about business cards as he was about out of his current supply. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. We all have various printing needs and the UPS store is here to help. Stop into our locations in Yankton or Vermilion and ask about our current print specials. Oh, the gentleman from earlier? We had new business cards ready for him the very next business day.
Life doesn't slow down just because you're sick. At Yankton Medical Clinic, you can be seen today. Yankton Medical Clinic provides complete care with their full range of specialists, diagnostic tools, outpatient surgery center, and pharmacy. So you get all the care you need, all under one roof. Get back to the busyness of everyday life, feeling like yourself again, with same-day appointments at Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO free checking is checking that's actually free. No fees or minimums, and now no overdraft fees. It's ever so personal, with people to help every step of the way. And easy, with a mobile app that allows you to deposit checks and manage your account wherever you are. So make the switch so you can do more with the Great Big Small Bank. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO free checking. It's ever so free. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Yankton Rexall postgame show. It's Bryce Ladwig. We keep seesawing who's on the air and who's not. A weird game, too. So, but I'm back with you. Let's go over your stats of the game. And that is brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. All right. So we go over these stats here. 16 hits for Yankton, 3 for Madison, 17 runs scored for Yankton, 2 for Madison, clearly. 3 errors committed by Madison, 2 for Yankton. RBIs, 5 for Matthew Sheldon. He was 3 for 4 and 3 runs scored on those 3 hits. And then Lucas Kamshoff was 3 for 3, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And Austin Goebel 0 for 3 as he made some good contact, though. Easton Feeser, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Cale Gary, 0 for 1, 2 runs scored and an RBI, and 2 walks drawn. Evan Sirk, 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Sam Goki, 1 for 1, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI, 1 walk drawn. Tate Bestie, 1 for 3, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs. Gavin Johnson, 3 for 3, 2 RBIs. And, of course, the home run for Matthew Sheldon off of the scoreboard will be our move of the game. The move of the game brought to you by Mason Strom and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. All right, so there is that. And then you have Christian Weir getting the win on the mound. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Losing pitcher in the game today is Bjorklund, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And that wraps up your stats of the game as the 2 big innings for Yankton, the 8 in the bottom of the second and the 6 in the bottom of the third, and then the nail in the coffin is the 3 in the bottom of the fourth, which did it in the 15-run rule. Again, Yankton wins 17-2. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. I try to avoid giving defensive just to pitchers all the time, but Christian Weir will get that today. Just the 3 hits, and threw 71 pitches and very just efficient out on the mound today. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee. It was a helpful smile in every aisle. Well, Matthew Sheldon for the second game in a row. It could be Lucas Kamshoff. It could be a lot of Bucks, actually, but you have 5 RBIs, leads in RBIs, and you have a big one that goes off of a scoreboard. You're usually going to get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the offensive player of the game, Matthew Sheldon. Your out-of-town scoreboard, we don't have one, but it's brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. Your schedule preview brought to you by Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance has been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. That's Roy Wilcox. And that will be O'Gorman Tuesday, right here at Riverside Field. Scheduled for, as I pull up my calendar, I have it as TBD. Hold on a second. So it is scheduled for 5 o'clock. So 4:30 pregame, 5 o'clock right here on KYNT and KYNT-TV. Hope that you can join us for that one. And that will do it. Brayden Butler is getting our center field camera taken down as we speak. So thanks to him being on the broadcast today, as always. Our KYNT Assistant Sports Director and my right-hand man. Can't do it without him. And then all the sponsors making this broadcast possible. Of course, to you, the listener or viewer on KYNT and KYNT-TV, Yankton's home team and stream. Go Bucks and go enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yankton splits this one with Madison, falling in the first game 4-1, but winning the second game 17-2. This has been Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT, KYNT-TV. I'm Bryce Ladwig. Have a great weekend.
This has been a presentation of Yankton High School Baseball on KYNT. The Yankton High School Baseball team would like to thank their team sponsor of Aztec. Aztec is offering a healthy...